Dr. Delay's live, press play. Tailgates burn, the crowd's awake. Dr. Delay's stream, no fake or break. Pads are popping, bands collide. College ball, we ride or die. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. Mascots dance, the lights go wild. OT drama every mile. Chat's alive, we're losing our minds. Every upset, one of a kind. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the swamp to Notre Dame, we're all here for the love of the game. Rivalries heat up the air. Delay's voice is everywhere. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the Red River shootout to the backyard brawl, Dr. Delay is always a draw. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. The Delay way. The Delay way. It's Saturday, it's game day. Dr. Delay's live, press play. Tailgates burn, the crowd's awake. Dr. Delay's stream, no fake or break. Pads are popping, bands collide. College ball, we ride or die. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. Mascots dance, the lights go wild. OT drama every mile. Chat's alive, we're losing our minds. Every upset, one of a kind. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the swamp to Notre Dame, we're all here for the love of the game. Rivalries heat up the air. Delay's voice is everywhere. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the Red River shootout to the backyard brawl, Dr. Delay is always a draw. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. The Delay way. The Delay way. It's Saturday, it's game day. Dr. Delay's live, press play. Tailgates burn, the crowd's awake. Dr. Delay's stream, no fake or break. Pads are popping, bands collide. College ball, we ride or die. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. live, press play. Tailgates burn, the crowd's awake. Dr. Delay stream, no fake or break. Pads are popping, bands collide. College ball, we ride or die. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. Mascots dance, the lights go wild. OT drama every mile. Chat's alive, we're losing our minds. Every upset, one of a kind. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the swamp to Notre Dame, we're all here for the love of the game. Rivalries heat up the air. Delay's voice is everywhere. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the Red River shootout to the backyard brawl, Dr. Delay is always a draw. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. The Delay way. The Delay way. It's Saturday, it's game day. Dr. Delay's live, press play. Tailgates burn, the crowd's awake. Dr. Delay stream, no fake or break. Pads are popping, bands collide. College ball, we ride or die. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. Mascots dance, the lights go wild. OT drama every mile. Chat's alive, we're losing our minds. Every upset, one of a kind. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the swamp to Notre Dame, we're all here for the love of the game. Rivalries heat up the air. Delay's voice is everywhere. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From the Red River shootout to the backyard brawl, Dr. Delay is always a draw. Saturday stadium sound. Dr. Delay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the Delay way. The Delay way. The Delay way.
All right, guys, it is game day. Hello, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and we've got some college football for you today. As we have the Miami Hurricanes, number 12 ranked, taking on the number 22 Pitt Panthers. Of course, Miami, they're looking at a at-large bid, so they definitely pretty much win, and maybe a little bit of help, and they pretty much get in. And, of course, Pitt, they need a lot to go their way. They need to win, of course, and hope that SMU loses or Virginia loses. It's, hey, you know what? We're just along here for the ride. Appreciate you guys hanging in. Let me know who you guys are pulling for down below. Looks like Cassandra's already going with the Canes. Caleb's saying hail. We can only assume hail to Pitt. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in for this one. Hopefully, again, it's a great day, a great game. And hopefully you guys also had a great Thanksgiving. We're going to bring back the touchdown turkey. So he loves touchdowns, folks. And we're going to go ahead and just have him dance every time there's a touchdown, regardless, of course. I mean, obviously I'm a Pitt fan, but hey, you know, I'm pretty much 50-50 whenever I'm calling a game. I might be a little more disgusted in Pitt if they mess up or start messing up. But Other than I do appreciate, again, both fan bases, all fan bases, again, welcome here. Appreciate you guys. Miami, of course, favored 6.5 by 6.5. The over-under at 51.5. So, about a decently, 27, 24 is what I guess they would project, or something like that. 28, 23, I guess 29, 22. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so this is kind of how Miami has done so far this year. I'll go ahead and make me a little bit smaller and the screen a little bit bigger for you so you can see the Miami Hurricanes schedule. Again, they open up against Notre Dame, and that's going to be a topic of discussion, of course, because, again, they have the same record. Miami beat Notre Dame, and yet Notre Dame's ranked higher, I'm sure, again. So Miami fans are not happy about that. Notre Dame fans are like, well, hey, we've played better as of late. Notre Dame, though, of course, again, they beat, or pardon me, Miami beat Notre Dame, Bethune-Cookman, then South Florida, then Florida State. Then they lost to Louisville. They came back, bounced back, beat Stanford, then lost to SMU in overtime. That ended up kind of costing them in a way. The winner of that game would have the advantage today, as SMU does have the advantage today. Syracuse, they beat Syracuse, NC State, and then they beat Virginia Tech last week. And, of course, again, they are taking on the Pitt Panthers today. And as for the Pitt Panthers, who, again, it's been a decent year for the most part, I'm sure. I mean, most of us should be pretty happy with it. But, of course, again, they've lost some embarrassing games there. Again, you can see they beat Duquesne, Central Michigan, lost to West Virginia. I remember watching the end of that one. That was very disgusting. Very disgusting. And then, of course, they were up 17-0 on Louisville, and then they lost there. And then they bounced back and beat Boston College, Florida State, Syracuse, NC State, Stanford. Then they get blown out by Notre Dame. We covered that one here on the channel. That was embarrassing. Then we covered last week's game against Georgia Tech where they won 42-28. Almost kind of a little scary there at the end in the second half. Really, towards the end of the first half, it was getting a little scary there for Pitt, but Pitt did hold on. And, of course, again, the big one here today against Miami. So, again, I feel like this could go either way. I understand the spread is 6.5, and Miami probably on paper is better, and they probably are. But, of course, Pitt, maybe they have a repeat of what happened many years ago with Kenny Pickett. So we'll see, as they are taking us to coverage there in Pitt. Hopefully, again, we can get that kickoff very, very soon, because I can only talk so much before you guys get bored of me. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging in. Paul, Irish fan here. Yep, appreciate you. He's going for Pitt. Sport. Oh, yeah, we love sports. Buckeyes versus Michigan. Oh, yeah, that one, again, that's going to be a big game. If I weren't covering this one, I would definitely be watching that game for sure. I have the Buckeyes on that one. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I should go ECU or OSU. I'm not too sure. OSU. Again, we do have a whole slate of games today. I'll be going back and forth, letting you know what's happening in the games whenever I can. Looks like Houston and Baylor are about to kick off, so they're doing it right here. Again, we're going to another commercial because that's what ESPN does. But, of course, again, I do have a poll. Let me know who you think's going to win today. 71% of you guys have Pitt winning. Or, no, no. Well, that's what I would wish, but not really. 73% have Miami winning, and then 27% with Pitt. I think that's probably about right, to be honest with you. Not even going to lie. Again, I try to keep it real, folks. Of course, again, I'm a Pitt fan, but I'm not going to say, oh, we're so much better. No, you're not going to hear that from me. Not on this channel. Kentucky, Louisville, they're about to start. Clemson, South Carolina about to start. Houston, Baylor, again, they've already kicked off. That's nice. Where are we at? We haven't kicked off yet. Neither has Texas Tech and West Virginia or Ohio State and Michigan. So pretty much the ranked games alongside some others there. So pretty much the major networks have not kicked off yet. Those freaking bums. I'm telling you, they just care about the all they care about is the ad revenue, folks. You got 5 2 p.m. games to pick from. Don't have any on this. Still popping by. Appreciate you for popping by, man. Oh, snap. College football. Oh, yeah, we got some college football. Dr. Lay, hook 'em horns. Okay. All right, Draven. All right, buddy. Okay. Yeah, no, I did cover that one. That was actually my most viewed game. I was really happy with that. And I started late, too. Ended up being a pretty good game. Just a lot of demand for that one. Go Panthers. Yeah, we're hoping. We'll see. Again, I'm not going to get my hopes up, Yeah, I'm sure there's Pitt fans that are like disgusted with my behavior right now. Like, this guy, you Pitt fan? I mean, yeah, I have this shirt. That doesn't mean, of course, I'm a Pitt fan because I have this shirt. But I'm just saying, you don't really see many of us wearing the shirt. That tells you a lot. Good morning. Good morning, the U. You're going with the U. Good morning to you again. Hopefully you guys all had a happy Thanksgiving. I still have the happy Thanksgiving up there above me right now, but hey, again, hopefully you did. I'm sincere about that. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving. Hopefully you did as well. Pitt Panthers going to the upset. Weather will play a factor. To be honest with you, I think it's supposed to be cold. So, I mean, yeah, that could play a factor today. I believe there was a little bit of snow, I think, in the Pittsburgh area. I could be wrong. But especially in Texas. So, yeah, no, trust me. Facebook this morning was toxic because I was born in Pennsylvania, so I am somewhat one of fellow Pennsylvanian, but I now live in Texas. So you might be the only Iowa fan in Texas, probably. But, yeah, like I said, folks, feel free to chat down below and, of course, vote in the poll. Hopefully we get this game underway soon because, again, they're going to just spam and spam and spam the commercials. That is essentially what they do here on ESPN. They hate us. They really, they love those commercial and ad revenue. So do I, really. I like the ad revenue. For me, if you see an ad, well, hey, it is what it is. Miami will bring them out of their house. I guess so. We'll see. Chance to win. Chance to reach the ACC Championship with the win. Miami 20%. Pitt with a 31%. And the chance to reach the 12-team playoff. Miami had a 25% chance to reach the playoff. Pittsburgh with a 13% chance. Now, if either of them lose, they are pretty much eliminated, as they'll have 0% chance. Of course, Miami will lose their at-large bid. Most likely, they'll drop in the rankings. And then, of course, Pitt, they'll be unranked. They'll be 8-4. No one wants any of 8-4 Pitt in the playoffs. Pat Narduzzi, 8-12 versus ranked ACC teams. It is currently, I believe that's 35 degrees. Yeah, 35 degrees in Pittsburgh, 7-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So every now and then you'll get a nice gust of wind. Decent turnout for a Pitt game. I mean, again, we all know the problems with Heinz. I mean, it's not really Heinz Field. I love Heinz Field, of course. It's just not really a college stadium. There's no such thing as bad weather, only soft people. That is what Mario Cristobal said, apparently. So, is Miami soft? I guess we'll find out. Or maybe Pitt, the cold weather team, are they soft? As Miami kicks things off to Pittsburgh as we are underway. And that is going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. Here is Mason Heinchel. He's amassed over 1,800 yards. He's ranking third in the ACC in passing yards, third in the ACC in passing touchdowns, fourth in completions, and first in completions of 15 plus yards. He has 29. So he slings it, he throws it down the field. You got to respect it for sure. As it's 1st and 10, ball at their own 25, moving right to left. On your TV screen is Heinchel. Heinchel drops back. Play action. Moving to his right. Stepping up. Oh, and down he goes. First play of the game. There is a sack. Believe that was Moten with the sack, showing some motor there. That's a loss of 10. Well, that is not how you want to start if you're Pitt. If you're Miami, you are loving it. You're feeling pretty good now. Been to some Panthers games. It's a great stadium to watch college football. Is that the case? Okay, well, I mean, again, it is a great stadium. I just don't know if it's the best college stadium, as he hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get a few. Not too much, as he's brought down around the 18-yard line. Give him 3, unless they don't want to give him 3. So just like that, 2 plays in, it's already 3rd and 17 for Pitt. That was Turner on the carry. So 3rd and 17, they need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs. Heinchel in the shotgun, sending Turner in motion as Heinchel drops back. He's looking, checks it down to Turner. Oh, and Turner's going backwards, and down he goes. That's a loss of 6. Pardon me as I'm burping over here. Loss of 6. Pittsburgh going backwards on their first possession. Not what you want to do in a big game. Now, hopefully, I guess for Pitt's case, they can get a decent punt off. Moving backwards, so 4th and 23 again from their own 12. They're going to be punting it away, sending a man in motion on the punt. I guess getting a running start. That's not a bad strategy. That's going to be bouncing at the 50. Going to roll at the 45. Oh, it's going to roll inside the 40. Oh, and Miami tried to field it, and then he's immediately tackled at the 36. That was kind of risky there. The coach is saying, like, hey, yeah, don't do that again. Don't do that ever again. Here is Carson Beck. Since the SMU loss, he's completed 80% of his passes. He's averaged 286 yards a game, 8 touchdowns, and no picks. And they're going to show that, yeah, he didn't really play the best competition. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's more of just hatred toward the ACC there. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 37. Beck in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Beck claps his hands, takes the snap, play action, drops back. He's looking, fires. It is caught at the 45 and pushed out immediately. That is a gain of 8. Miami in all white today. Pitt with blue jerseys, blue pants, yellow helmets. Just kind of getting a visual for you guys. Prefer the yellow pants there for Pitt. I don't know why they went with all blue. Not a fan of that one. It is what it is. They're in the Wildcat. Miami is there at the 45, and he takes steps, going to head up right up the middle. He's leading forward and will get the first down. That's a gain of 3, and that's a brand new set of downs for the Miami Hurricanes. Malachi Toney. He's been pretty explosive this year. Again, a true freshman, 844 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, can't really ask for much more from the freshman. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Pitt's not doing that great right now. Again, just 1 possession, but, off to a terrible start. 1st and 10 at the 48. Beck in the shotgun. He's now going to approach the line. He's killing something. Changing up the play. Trips to the right as Beck hands it off up the middle. Breaking a tackle to 50. Still moving his feet. And brought down around the 48. That's a gain of 4. Mark Fletcher on the carry. Miami lose. It's too cold for him. Right now, it looks like it's too cold for Pittsburgh, though. That's the problem. Derek Harmon won Defensive Rookie of the Year in my Madsen. Well, that sounds pretty realistic to me. Looks like there is a timeout. I don't know if there's an injured timeout or whatnot. Yeah, there's an injured Pittsburgh Panther, Jimmy Scott, the junior out of Buffalo. Hopefully he's okay. So imagine that Fox injury music, and we will cut away. Again, we're not on Fox, but you know what I'm saying. We all know that jingle they play whenever there's an injured player. We all should know that by now. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Of course, I know you're here for the game, so I'm aware. I will call the game. Trust me. I assure you the game is #1 priority, but the chat is a very big part of the channel. So, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about the game. Talk about your Thanksgiving. Talk about your hypothetical scenarios if you're an SEC fan or ACC fan or whatever you want to talk about. I really do try to get to the chat when I can. The chat is a big part. And, of course, again, there's a poll. Let me know who you think's going to win. 78% of you guys have Miami winning. Only 22% with Pitt. So, again, I do appreciate you guys for voting. Again, it's just a little measure of who you guys, who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? People that think Miami's going to win, Pitt's going to win, or just whatnot. I'm watching you while I watch the Michigan game. Yeah, that should be a big one. Let me go ahead and check out some scores from across college football because, again, we are in a injury timeout. Right now, Texas Tech leading 7-0 over West Virginia. Kentucky and Louisville 0-0. Clemson, South Carolina 0-0. Houston, Baylor 7-0. Houston leading. Houston, not a bad team this year, to be honest with you. Kansas State 7, Colorado 0. Iowa State, Oklahoma State 0-0. East Carolina 7, FAU 0. Toledo and Central Michigan 0-0, but Central Michigan is driving. And then we have Miami of Ohio and Ball State. They are tied at 0 apiece. So that's what's happening across the nation. Dr. No Shot just pulled Longhorns uniform on a free pack after saying hook 'em horns. I'm assuming you're playing college football. That is pretty crazy, though. Indiana killed the Boilermakers. Yep, Indiana, they are ready to go. Blowing out Purdue. You might scoff, well, that's Purdue. Well, I mean, they blew them out, though. I mean, Purdue, Indiana, I think, is going to be, I think they'll win a playoff game for sure. I mean, they are definitely worthy of the top 8 ranking. And they're just waiting to see if they're going to play, I guess, Ohio State, or I guess it could be Oregon. I'm not too sure. Not too sure. All right, we're back. We're back here in Pittsburgh. Miami and Pitt. Again, 0-0. Not live. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. We are live as can be. I'm literally live right now. So, weep and cope, I guess. I don't know what you want. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball at the 47. Beck in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. As Beck lifts the leg, he takes a snap, drops back. He's looking, fires. It is incomplete. Oh, through the hands of the receiver, Marion. And now it's 3rd and 5 for the Hurricanes. And they are definitely outside of field goal range. And again, I'm not really too familiar with the tendencies of Miami, so I'm not too sure if they'll go for it, if it's 4th and 5 or whatnot. But I guess, again, right now they're focused on these 5 yards. 3rd and 5, back in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. How's it going, Giants fan? Good to see you. Appreciate you. Like number 16. Thank you very much. As Beck drops back, they're bringing the blitz. He's dropping back. Oh, he's escaping. No, he cannot stay on his feet. Is down. He goes. That's a sack. Oh, that's a huge loss on the play. A loss of 15 yards, and Miami will have to punt. Big run for Michigan. Oh, man. Yeah, it would be nice to see Michigan win, just saying. I don't know if there's any Ohio State fans. I doubt it. You're probably watching the game or watching another stream. But, yeah, pulling for Michigan for sure. Just for the chaos. ECU just scored twice in 45 seconds. Oh, man. All right, Miami ready to punt. There it is. Fair catch signal made around the 20-yard line, and that's where Pitt will start their drive. Of course, the current top 12, Ohio State at 1, Indiana at 2, Texas A&M at 3. Of course, they lost last night. Georgia at 4, Texas Tech at 5, Oregon, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, BYU. And, of course, at number 12, you have Miami. And, again, they need a win and probably one of these top teams to lose. A&M, they will fall, but probably not that far. 1st and 10 at the 20 as Heitchel is in the shotgun. He hands it off up the middle. This is Turner, and he's just going to get a yard. Michigan is in Ohio State territory. Nice. What's up, Dr. Lee? You the man. Good luck against the Hurricanes. Yeah, no, we definitely need it. Appreciate you. Again, you are the man, a Raider. Appreciate you. 15 yards is loss. That's a huge loss. 2nd and 9, ball at the 21 as Heitchel drops back looking, dumps it off in the flat. It's caught. He's at the 25 and hit out of bounds around the 26-yard line. That is Holmes with the catch. Blade saying go blue. Yeah, there we go. I've always liked Michigan mainly because they're a run-heavy team. Gotcha. Go Bucks. Again, appreciate you, Giants fan, for hanging out. 3rd and 4, ball at the 31. Heitchel in the shotgun. They're at the 26. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. Pardon me. Heitchel sending a man in motion. He drops back. He's looking to his left. And he is going down. He just held onto the ball too long. Miami in there on the sack. That's a loss of 5. And again, they're going to punt. I don't even know what you're saying, Nico. No idea. Again, appreciate you, Ronald, for tuning in. As it looks like, again, Pitt is going to punt. So if you like punt so far, that's what we have. That's what we have here. We have the punts. Sending a man in motion on the punt. Again, getting that running start as there is the punt. And that's going to be fielded at the 36. Fair catch signal was made. And that's where Miami will take over. I'm assuming they'll cut to commercial here. They will. 8:30 left to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. So again, if you're ever feeling down about yourself, just know that you have scored as many points as these teams today. Have a good stream. Appreciate you. Thank you again. Greatly appreciate the play-by-play. Thank you. No, thank you, Blade. Appreciate you again for tuning in. Michael, good to see you again. Welcome back. Having a run game is really nice. Ravens can't relate. Okay, come on. It is a rough stretch. It'll be okay. You guys will be fine. The ads on the Michigan game. Oh, yeah, no, they're going to milk that one, too. There's been a timeout that's been like 3 minutes. That's usually how it is for ESPN. Again, Fox, usually pretty good about it, but they're going to milk the Michigan-Ohio State game. And yeah, I do like big noon kickoff. I'm a big noon kickoff guy, but I also agree that game should be played at 7:30. I don't know why they're not playing it, at that time. That is an appropriate time for that. Go Pitt, says Joan. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Of course, you are, I'm assuming, with those clovers there, I'm assuming that's the Irish. The Fighting Irish. All right, we'll check out some scores across the nation real quick while we have this break. Pardon me. Texas Tech leading 7-0 over West Virginia. Of course, in this one, it's 0-0. Kentucky, Louisville, 0-0. Okay, 0-0s. Houston, 7. Baylor, nothing. Kansas State leading 7-0 over Colorado. East Carolina, 14-0 over FAU. And Miami of Ohio, 7. Ball State, nothing. Hail to Pitt, class of 2000. We'll appreciate you for tuning in. This should definitely be a night game. Are you talking about this one? Or both of them, really. I think both of them are kind of worthy of that. They're ranked games. I don't know. Starting off at 11. I'm fine with it, though. It is what it is. But I think it would be cooler if it were at night. Michigan will kick a field goal. Texas Tech and West Virginia have a rivalry. Not really. Yeah, I know they're playing on the last week of the season. It doesn't mean they really have a rivalry, though. Hail to Pitt from South Korea, graduated in 2006. Well, hello there from South Korea. I, of course, here from the United States. Living in Texas currently. Again, former Pennsylvania, not necessarily anymore. But I appreciate you guys again. Look at that, worldwide. Appreciate you for tuning in as we're working our way back to Pittsburgh again. 0-0, Miami will have it at their own 36. Michigan up 3-0. Nice. That would be pretty shocking. If I know Michigan's already beaten them 4 in a row, but man, at that point, you just have their number. So 1st and 10 at the 36 as they're showing the ACC standings again. Virginia, SMU, they are above Pitt. Miami down at 5-2. Of course, they have a lot of teams above them. They need a lot of help to get in. As far as the ACC Championship, again, their best bet is an at-large bid. So 1st and 10 at the 36, back in the pistol, and he will have to not do anything because there's a flag. There is indeed a flag. Delay a game on the defense. Number 0. Disconcerting signals. Whoa, well, that's an interesting call. Okay, well, delay a game on Pittsburgh, and they're on defense, mind you. So what is he doing? Oh, he's clapping. Oh. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that was. I know that's a rule now. which, again, I don't think quarterback should clap anyway. I mean, that's dumb. Anyway, 1st and 5. Beck's going to swing it out in the flat. He's caught at the 35. He's at the 40. Cuts inside at the 45 and brought down at the 47. That is a Miami Hurricane first down. This will be the first time Ohio State has played a half-decent team this year since the Texas game. That's fair. Y'all remember when Illinois was number 9? This guy. Yeah, it has been a while, yeah. 1st and 10 at the 47 as Beck is in the shotgun. He drops back. He's looking. He fires. It is caught at the 50. Cuts inside. He's still been with his feet at the 45. Brought down at the 44-yard line. That was Tony. Again, the big playability right there. Wasn't necessarily a big play, but making the guy miss as it's a gain of 9. So 2nd and 1 in the shotgun. He hands it off up the middle. He's got the first down as he's brought down at the 40. That's a gain of 4. And again, that is a Miami Hurricane first down. Miss Rod Rutherford to Larry Fitzgerald. Wait, Walt Harris. Walt Harris was a good coach back then. That was really, again, I guess I was a little too young to remember any of Larry Fitzgerald in college. I was born in 96, so I may have seen him. I just don't remember much. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Beck takes the snap, and he hands it off, and the Pitt defense is all over it. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Neal in on the tackle. North Texas 11-1. They're solid. They should be the group of 5 team. I don't know why Tulane is really that. I don't know. North Texas, I mean, they could put up points. I would love to see them be the group of 5 team. 2nd and 12. Good spot there for Pitt. Bad spot for Miami. In the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Beck is going to swing it out. It's caught at the 40. He's at the 35, still on his feet, and brought down around the 31-yard line. There is a flag at the end as Tony is flexing and celebrating. We'll see what the call is. He was a beast. Oh, yeah, again, I wouldn't know. Delaware is fighting for a bowl spot. Oh, wow. Personal foul. Illegal block in the waist. Defense, number 3. And that is going to be an automatic first down. Biles, the guilty party there, I guess, going low on a blocker. I'd like to see this. He was going for the tackle. I mean, come on. That's the same thing Ramsey was called, I remember, against the Jets. That's a pretty bad call. It is what it is, though. I guess I'll weep and cope, Miami fans. As it's 1st and 10 for Miami. They're at the 16. Beck in the shotgun. Yeah, he's going for the tackle. That's pretty bad. No, Beck is not in the shotgun. Tony drops back. He throws it down the right side. It is incomplete. Well, that was interesting. Now it's going to be 2nd down. Tony going back to pass. Wow. Should have took the under. Yeah, right now 0-0. JMU, they're not too bad either, but I don't know. North Texas, I mean, they are pretty good. Tulane, yeah, Tulane would probably lose first round for sure, get wrecked. They would. Delaware can't get us. Oh, that's right. Yeah, first year of FBS eligibility, they can't go. That is, yeah, forgot about that. 2nd and 10, ball to 16. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Beck in the shotgun. A lot of movement, but no call. Beck going to take off, spinning around. And not going to get too much as he's brought down just across the 15-yard line. That is a gain of a yard. Beck a little slow to get up there. Just got an interception. Wow. Every time Pitt gets ranked, they get beat or blown out the next week. Well, hopefully that's, I mean, not really wrong, but hopefully that's not the case here. 3rd and 9. They are at the 15. They need to get to the 6 for a brand new set of downs. Beck drops back, fires. It is caught at the 15, and he is brought down at the 11. I think I said Beck, but it is Beck. Marion with the catch. That's just a gain of about 4 or 5. And Miami will probably have to settle for a field goal. What's the games this weekend for you? I'm doing LSU Oklahoma after this. And then tonight doing Virginia Tech and Virginia. That should be interesting for ACC fans. So hopefully I see you guys back there for that one if you guys got nothing going on later. And then, of course, tomorrow, Jacksonville and Tennessee, and then Buffalo and the Steelers. 29-yard attempt from the right hash. It is up, and it is good. 3-0 is your score. Miami strikes first as they lead with 4:31 left to go in the first quarter. And I might do Stanford and Notre Dame. I don't know if I can go 13, 14 hours. That would be a long time. Michigan interception, man. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out small channels like mine. Started doing this in March, folks, with baseball. Here I am, of course. I love football. Football is my number one. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out for this one. And, of course, again, chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I can. The chat is a very big part of the channel. So don't be a stranger. If you're a football fan, chat away. Michigan leading 3-0. They are at the Ohio State 9, looking to add on to the 3-0 lead. Texas Tech leading 7-0. Louisville up 7-0 on Kentucky. Houston leading 7-0 over Baylor. Kansas State 7, Colorado nothing. Iowa State 3, Oklahoma nothing. East Carolina 21, FAU nothing. And then Ball State and Miami of Ohio 7-7. Vince saying OHIO, getting ready for the Notre Dame game. Yep. Yeah, again, I might be doing that one. I actually already have it made. I just have it unlisted because, again, I don't know. I mean, I'm already doing 2 more after this one. And, of course, college games are longer than the NFL games simply because of halftime, really. It's going to be a lot. So we'll see. Avery pulling for Michigan. Underwood just stiff-armed. Oh, wow. I would say go Michigan, but they are the reason for Cade McNamara, so I will never. That's fair. That's fair. Actually want OSU to win as a Notre Dame fan. The more teams behind them close the gap, the more to worry. That's fair. They are going to put Texas over them probably. Texas over Michigan? I think they're already above Michigan. No, yeah, I guess. Well, no, Michigan is above Texas. I don't know how it, I mean. Well, yeah, I mean, if Michigan were to beat Ohio State, then no, Texas will not, Bill. But yeah, if Michigan drops, yeah, for sure, because Texas, of course, winning last night. And, of course, again, I do have a poll. I forgot to mention that one again. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have. 252 of you guys have. 74% of you guys with Miami, 26% with Pitt. And to be honest, I don't think those numbers will move much more because, again, that's a lot of people. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. And like I said, again, I do the NFL as well. That's more of my number one. Again, I love the Steelers. I'm a Steelers fan. Been a Steelers fan my whole life. So, again, I've been covering every Steelers game. This year we'll continue to do that. And, of course, again, other games as well. It's not just a Steelers channel. Not just a Pittsburgh channel. It's a channel for everybody. But, again, you know, I try to get the Pittsburgh sports in there. As we're working our way back here to Pittsburgh, potential path to the playoff at large, but I guess for Miami, you got to win. And then, of course, you got to hope either UCF beats BYU, Auburn beats Alabama, Stanford beats Oklahoma, LSU beats Stanford beats Notre Dame, and LSU beats Oklahoma, which I could see LSU doing that. Oklahoma is really not that great. I think that's probably the most realistic. But I guess we'll find out in a few hours. Go Steelers. Hopefully y'all get Harbaugh fired. This guy. There is the kickoff, and that's going to be booted in the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh will start at their own 25. These games today are playoffs. Yeah, essentially, a good amount of these teams are playoff games. Again, you could say this one's a playoff game in a way. A play-in game, the winner might get in. Same thing with Michigan, Ohio State, and, again, if Oklahoma loses, they're out. A lot of stuff here. So 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh as they have it at their own 25. Heitchel in the shotgun. Again, they've struggled on offense. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. He sends a man in motion as Heitchel drops back. He's looking. He fires. It is incomplete. Good play by the defender. Knocking it away. 2nd and 10. Where do you watch the game? It is on ABC. Check your local affiliate. Or is it ESPN? No, it's ABC. Yeah. If you got local TV, you got it. You got it, man. How can Pitt get in the ACC Championship game? They need to win and have either SMU lose or Virginia lose. As it's 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. Of course, again, they got to beat Miami. And right now, they're not looking like it. Heitchel in the shotgun. He dropped. No. Play action. Fires. It's caught at the 30. Cuts outside and is brought down around the 34-yard line. That is a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. Again, no first downs. They are about a yard away from that. Can they get it? Heitchel is going to keep it on the RPO. Throws, and it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Oh, man, that's got to be deflating if you're Pitt. You need a yard. I want to see if he made the right decision here. It looked like Miami got good pressure up front. Heitchel. Oh, well, I don't know. He might have been able to get it. Regardless, it is 4th and 1. They're going to go for it, or it looks like for the moment. Heitchel in the shotgun. They're at their own 34. He takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Oh, and I don't know if he got it. He may have gotten it initially. We'll have to see the spot. So far, the officials are going to give him. Wow, that's going to be a first down. They're going to hurry up and snap it. That is close. That is a Pittsburgh Panthers first down. Heitchel drops back. The play's already done. He throws. It is caught at the 44. Oh, and they're going to blow the play dead. Oh, my goodness. Wow. They already snapped it. They already made the catch. And they blow the play dead while play has already started. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, that is horrible. How in the world do you let that happen during the play? That is crazy. Wow, they blew it dead while the play was happening. Unbelievable. They are going to review it. Again, it was close, and they're showing angles that you can't even tell. I mean, that's a pretty... Okay, he's going to have it. Again, that is bad. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. No problem. How's it going, John? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Paul saying, let's go, Canes. Well, hello there, Paul. How's it going? Oh, man, that was bold. Best thing about Pitt was Marino. There's some other good things, but yeah, Dan Marino was great for sure. Yeah, appreciate you, Paul, for tuning in. That was gutsy. They can't do it. Well, they did. Oh, I mean, that is horrible. The ruling on the field. It is upheld. So, again, it is going to be a first down for Pitt. But, again, the fact that they even did that, it's like it doesn't matter if you hurry to line and snap it. And, of course, again, would have been about a gain of 8 or 9 on the following play. But, again, all whistle dead. Timeout Michigan. 2 hours of ads. Yep. Yeah. 1st and 10 for Heitchel as they are at the 35. Pitt in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Heitchel changes it up a little bit. Still changing it up. He's got 2 seconds. Got to snap it. Heitchel takes the snap. Play action. Looking to his left. He's still looking. Floating it down the left side. It is incomplete through the receiver's hands. Pass intended for Raphael Williams. Again, the throw not the best, but he did have a great shot at... Oh, again, that went right through his hands. Now it's 2nd and 10 for Pitt. From Pueblo. Go from Pueblo, Colorado. Go Canes, go. Okay, I've been there before. Hey, it's nice. It's nice. Appreciate you for tuning in. Go Pitt. Yeah, that was a terrible whistle for sure. 2nd and 10, ball at the 35. Heitchel in the shotgun, going to send the running back out in motion as Heitchel drops back. He's looking to his right. Scrambling to his left is Heitchel. He's keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to take off a run. He's at the 40. Oh, and he's blown up at the 41. Poyser with the hit stick. Oh, my goodness. Heitchel getting up immediately, showing the toughness of the kid. Oh, man, but... you gotta. Oh, jeez. Heitchel drops back on a 3rd and 4, and now there's a flag. And Heitchel asking, hey, again, I got the play off. False start on the offense. Unbelievable. And the Pitt Panthers are not happy about this. This is not great. They kill him momentum. Yep. All great. Thanks for your good work, enthusiasm. I try. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Dorsett is the best ever at Pitt. That's fair. Appreciate you, Scott. Oh, my goodness. I appreciate you. Thanks, but appreciate you. No, again, I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you for the 20, man. That is that's the most anyone's given. Shoot. Dude, Scott, you are a legend. I appreciate that. That's awesome. 3rd and 9. As Heitchel hands it off up the middle. He's at the 40, bouncing off a tackler. He's at the 45, still moving the pile, brought down at the 49. That is a brand new set of downs for the Pitt Panthers. Gain of 13 yards. That's great, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's so cool. Dorsett was awesome. Again, I bet I never got to see him. My dad, he got, of course, he said he was great. 1st and 10 as Heitchel drops back. He floats it down the left side, and it is caught! Caught at the 12-yard line, brought down, of course, immediately. He will have the first down. Pittsburgh is in the red zone. Would say the Heinz red zone, but unfortunately that's not the case. We'll call it anyway. It's the Heinz red zone, 1st and 10 as Pitt. They're lining up. Now they're not. Now they are. Yes, they are. Heitchel in the shotgun. Chips to the right to one receiver to the left. They marked him down at the 11, sending a man in motion. Heitchel takes the snap. Drops back. He's looking to his left. Fires over the middle. It is tipped up in the air, and it's incomplete. I believe that was intended for Kenny Johnson. Great show. Thanks for doing this. Go Kings. Oh, appreciate you again for tuning in. Thank you. Again, if no one shows up, I'm just talking to myself. So thank you again for giving me a chance. Howell State is marching. Oh, man, the refs are killing Pitt. So far, not so great. Yeah, it's tough as Heitchel is going to hand it off the middle, and he's just going to get a yard. That'll make it 3rd and 9 as, again, they're at the 10. This season, 61 drives for Pitt in the red zone, 35 touchdowns. 16 field goals, so, I mean, it's 10 drives, no points. I don't know if I like that. Sean Gilbert, best Panthers player other than Aaron Donald. I'm not familiar with that, but that's fair. Not familiar with Sean Gilbert, to be honest with you. I know, I might be a casual. It is what it is when it comes to Pitt Panther football. 3rd and 9, Heitchel in the shotgun as he drops back. He's looking, swings it out. It's caught at the 15. He's at the 10, the 5, leaning forward. What are they going to say? Touchdown! That's what they're going to say. Touchdown! Pittsburgh Panthers, the touchdown turkey again. It's Thanksgiving, folks. He loves it. Again, I don't know. I think they're going to review it and take it away. But it is what it is. For now, it is a touchdown. Yeah, he's short. Just barely. But yeah, that's going to be wiped away. It's going to be wiped away. Pitt players must have money on the game. This guy, yeah. I'm a Canes fan, but the refs have been one-sided so far, yeah. But again, I'm not going to really complain at the moment. I'll just react, of course. I can't believe they're doing that, but it's not something I'm going to hold against them for the moment. So, yeah, they're going to say he was down. What's the weather like there today? It is 35 degrees, I think, in Pittsburgh. 3 to 3, maybe. Yeah. You're a good dude, Delay. Go Canes. Appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate you. I'm just going to try to headbutt the ref. Oh, wow. That sounds crazy over there. Yeah. So they are going to reverse it. It's going to be 1st and goal at the inch line. Yeah, it is a first down at least for sure. So, yeah, 1st and goal. It should be pretty much right there at the inch line. They're going to need maybe 6 inches. They mark it anywhere farther away from that. That is a terrible spot. That's decent. I'll take that. It's a half yard. All right, so 1st and goal. They may take this down to the first quarter. They are breaking the huddle. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Heitchel. Yeah, they're not going to snap it. Okay, well, they did snap it just a little too late. All right, that is the end of the first quarter. Miami leading 3-0 over Pittsburgh. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out for this one. We got an interesting game for sure. Drama, refs, bad offense, but then, hey, all of a sudden, the bad offense is looking pretty good. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to get to the comment section as often as I can. Of course, again, the play-by-play is, of course, what I focus on. That is the number one on the channel. But, again, the chat is a very big part. You can say it's 1A, 1B. So, but, yeah, make sure, again, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Again, I really do try to get to you guys as often as possible. Of course, there's a poll. Let me know who you think's going to win. Right now, 75% of you have Miami winning. Jeez. Dang, that's cold. Florida guy. Been here most of my 62 years on Earth. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, 35 would definitely not be something you're used to in Florida. You overturn in 40 minutes. That is tough. All right, let me check out what's happening across the nation real quick. Ohio State and Michigan, they're still in the first quarter. It's almost been an hour. Well, not necessarily, but 45 minutes since 11 or, 12 o'clock Eastern time. And Michigan's leading 6-0. Ohio State is at the Michigan 1. Texas Tech leading 21-0 over West Virginia. They will probably. They're going to be the highest ranked team in Texas. That's wild. Louisville 10, Kentucky nothing, Clemson 6, South Carolina nothing, Houston 14, Baylor nothing, Kansas State 7, Colorado nothing, Iowa State 3, Oklahoma State 0, East Carolina 21, FAU 3, Toledo and Central Michigan are tied at nothing, and then Miami of Ohio 21, Ball State 10. So that's what's happening across the nation. Miami defense struggling? I wouldn't say so. Again, they've allowed 0 points. They've allowed 0 points. I don't know if that's really struggling. If that's struggling, then geez, I'd hate to see them when they're playing really well. Aaron Donald, yep, he was great for sure. Touchdown, Turkey, yep. Hopefully. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Please hit the like button for the stream. Thank you. Again, likes help, folks. Again, I'm a small channel. It would just help out me out in the future, of course. Liking the channel, helping the stream go all the way to the top of the feed when people search Miami and Pittsburgh. And then, of course, for future streams as well. Again, subscribing helps as well. It is free. I know subscribing is a dirty word. Again, it sounds like, oh, you're going to have to pay money. No, you're not going to pay anything. It is free. It should be more like a follow button. Again, all it is just more sports on your YouTube feed. I feel like that should be what everyone here should love. Again, we're all sports fans. We all love football. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel. It is free to do. Listen to the other Miami game you broadcast. Thanks for doing this game, and your play-by-play is great. Much better than the other game you did, which was great. You just didn't do the play-by-play. You just did the play-by-play. I'm trying to... I don't know. I usually do play-by-play Requiem. I'm trying to think. In that game, talking as much, which I like you doing, because we can see... I don't know. Well, I appreciate it. I'm trying to think. I don't know. All I do is play-by-play. So I'm not, I guess, following there. Texas Tech is 5th. Yeah, they are. And, of course, A&M, they lost last night. They're going to drop. So Texas Tech will be most likely top 4 Oklahoma State is the worst team in Oklahoma. That would be true. Yeah. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh. It's going to be first and goal for Pitt. Again, they are pretty much at the inch line. Now it's closer to the 1. See, okay, they moved him back a little bit. Just saying. First and goal at the half-yard line. Heichel takes the snap. He fumbles the ball, and he is able to fall on it, but man, that's a loss of 5. Oh, geez, and now Pittsburgh will have it at their 6. Again, the RPO looks like there's a disagreement. That play was never going to work. Miami was on it on each side. Ohio State 4th and goal at the 1. Oh, man. Well, right now, it's 2nd and goal at the 6 here. Heichel in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Heichel sending a man in motion. He drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 5, and he walks in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Panthers, the touchdown turkey. Again, he loves touchdowns. Again, happy Thanksgiving, all of you guys, of course. But touchdown, Pitt Panthers. They now lead 6-3. As we're just starting the second quarter, 13 plays, 75 yards, 5:11 off the clock there. Good drive. As we're just awaiting the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 7-3 is your score. Pittsburgh leads Miami. Again, we're just starting the second quarter. 14:20 to be exact is what is on the clock. First down, no, it's a touchdown. Touchdown. Yeah, now that was not the play to start the first and goal there, but hey, they got it in. They got it. He was wide open in the flat. No one was covering the tight end. And of course, again, just they're showing it here. Heichel drops back, and there was nobody on him. Nobody. That was as easy of a touchdown you'll have. Gobble, gobble. Oh, yeah. Gobble, gobble indeed. Yeah, like, I don't know, the touchdown turkey just, started it, of course, Thanksgiving. Gonna, retire him for a little bit after this weekend. Maybe I do it for Monday Night Football. I don't know. Because it's still the week, I guess. I don't know. Then he'll make his return next year, I guess. Maybe Christmas. I don't know. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh again. 14-20. No, 14-20 left to go in the second quarter. 7-3 is your score. Field at the 5. Miami has it at the 10. The 15, the 20. He's at the 25, the 30. Oh, across the 40 as he's brought down around the 44. What a great return. Marion with the return. Again, that is going to be really good field position. Charles is back again. Okay, Charles. Okay, buddy. Put in a timeout last night. We're going to put you in a timeout here today as well. This one's going to be a very long timeout. So we will see you possibly tomorrow. We'll see you. Touchdown turkey. Yep. 1st and 10 at the 44 as Beck is in the pistol. And looks like there is a flag. Pittsburgh pointing to Miami. Miami with hands on their hips like a disappointed mom. False start on Miami. That'll back them up 5. So now it's going to be 1st and 15 at the 39. Oklahoma or LSU. I'm actually thinking LSU pulls the upset, Seth. I know you're obviously an Oklahoma fan, but I'm thinking the upset. Pitt first team already scored more points in Miami than Notre Dame. I would know as he fires. It is caught at the 40, and he breaks the tackle at the 45 and pushed out of bounds around the 47. I don't know if I'm following that correctly. Scored more points on Miami than Notre Dame. I don't know. I don't know if I quite understand. Again, it was wasn't it 27-24? I guess I'm not unsure. As Houday Nation pulling for Pitt. Appreciate you, man, again, for tuning in. 2nd and 7. Again, that was a gain of 8 as they're at the 47. Beck lifts the leg. takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 50, still moving his feet, but nothing doing there. Going to get 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 4 for the Hurricanes. Ohio State with the field goal. Nice. Disappointing mom, yep. 3rd and 4 again. They need to get to the 46. Beck is in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Beck looking around, sending a man in motion. He takes the snap, drops back, looking, fires. It is caught across the 45, and he falls down around the 41. That is a brand new set of downs for the Hurricanes. That was Trader with the catch. Going to mark him down at the 40. In the shotgun is Beck. They're moving fast. Beck in the shotgun. Drops back. Play action. Looking to his left. Fires. It is. Oh, what a catch. Caught at the 21. A one-handed catch by Malachi Toney. Oh, my goodness. That is as great of a catch you'll ever see or hear about, I guess. If you're not able to watch, you'll have to look at it on the YouTube highlights of this game. Oh, my goodness, that will be on there. What a catch. 1st and 10 coming up for Miami as they're just outside the red zone. Beck is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight. Sending a man in motion. Beck hands it off up the middle, crossing the 20, brought down across the 15 as well. Just went straight up the gut. No one seemingly touched him. Brought down at the 13. That's a gain of 8. Jeez. Right up the middle. Hey, diddle, diddle, Pringle up the middle. So 2nd and 2 for Miami as, again, they are now in the red zone, the Heinz red zone. As Beck is in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion as he hands it off up the middle, and he stumbles forward across the 10, brought down around the 9, as that is a brand new set of downs for the Miami Hurricanes. They'll have it 1st and goal coming up. Pitt scored more on Miami than Pitt scored on Notre Dame. They're saying that Miami's first team offense has scored. Oh, I didn't know that. If that's true, I didn't know that. Okay. Pulling for LSU. Utes fan here. Need some help. Oh, I bet. Yeah. I kind of want to see you guys in the playoffs. You know, Utah. 1st and goal as Toney's going to roll to his right. Floats into the end zone. Touchdown. Miami Hurricanes. Malachi Toney lined up as a quarterback. Rolling to his right. And just floats it, lofting it to Elijah Lofton. Oh, my goodness. And the Hurricanes answer right back with a touchdown of their own. Man. Nobody on him, too. I mean, it looked like he was blocking, and then, of course, he goes out for a pass, and no one was on him. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Miami leading 10-7 with 11:07 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Malachi Toney, 1 for 2, 5 yards and a touchdown, and he's a receiver, folks. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to get to the comments when I can. And, of course, like and subscribe, folks. It is free to do so. I promise you. Again, I know subscribing is a dirty word. But, again, think of it more as a follow. It's a follow. Oh, yeah, that was a touchdown turkey. I forgot about that. Touchdown. I forgot about the touchdown turkey. My bad. That's a my bad there. Do I start Mizzou or Cincinnati? I don't know. There. I go with Cincinnati. Why not? Let's go Canes. Says Naftalia. Yeah, they're looking good. Man. Blessings for every beautiful God loves you. Forever to tell everyone you don't know. No, Jesus loves you all. To forever teach everyone how to see and enjoy their blessings forever. Appreciate you for tuning in, Chargers. Yes, completely agree. Completely agree. But again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out for this one. Again, Miami leading 10-7 as we check out what's happening across the football world. Michigan leading 6-3 over Ohio State. Ohio State with the ball. Texas Tech leading 21-0 over West Virginia. Louisville leading 17-0 over Kentucky. Clemson and South Carolina 7-7. Houston 14. Baylor 3. Kansas State 7. Colorado 0. Iowa State 10. Oklahoma State 0. East Carolina 28. FAU 3. Toledo and Central Michigan 0-0 in that one. Miami of Ohio 21. Ball State 10. As we work our way back again. Well, I thought we were about to break to commercial there again. Now, it's all right, commercial. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm saying. Good job. Good job. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Good afternoon, Dr. Lane and chat. Appreciate you, bud, for tuning in. Snow is getting heavier in the Michigan game, man. Man, oh man. Yeah, again, I bet that's a good game to watch. It'd be cool if it started snowing here, but of course I don't think there's any rain in the area or anything like that. And it is cold, 35 degrees. I wonder what the weather's going to be like for Pittsburgh tomorrow. I should probably look that up. You know, I'll also be doing Buffalo and Pittsburgh tomorrow, doing Jacksonville and Tennessee in the early window. And, of course, again, I got plenty more football later after this. I'll be doing, again, LSU and Oklahoma. And then, of course, I'll be doing Virginia Tech and Virginia. And if I still have energy for the night game, I'll do Notre Dame and Stanford. So, again, a possible 13, 14-hour day. But we'll see what happens. So we're back here in Pittsburgh again. Miami leading 10-7. Miami going to be kicking things back off to Pittsburgh. So Miami again answering a touchdown with the touchdown. As there is the kickoff, and that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. Tony, of course, again, 893 yards receiving, 68 yards rushing, and 82 yards passing. He has 9 total touchdowns on the season. Just an all-around guy. 4 for 6, 82 yards. I mean, man. All right, 1st and 10 for Pitt. They'll have it at their own 25. It's finally the end of the first quarter. That is a long quarter. Heitchel in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Heitchel takes a snap and he hands it off and nothing doing there. Going to be brought down, maybe getting a yard. Paying for cable, $200. Subscribing to Dr. Free. That is correct. That is correct. 2nd and 10. Heitchel in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. As Heitchel takes a snap, he drops back. He's looking, stepping up in the pocket, floating it down the middle. Oh, he's got a guy. It's caught at the 37. And that is going to be a huge first down for the Pitt Panthers. Fox took down all their streams for Ohio State, Michigan for the first time ever. Really? Jaguar, that's awesome. Thank you again for tuning in. That is huge, man. I bet you're looking pretty good over there if I had to guess. I'll check on it next commercial break here. As now there's a flag. I guess I can check on it now, man. I bet you're doing great over there. That's great, man. False start on the offense. What else is new? Man, that's great, man. That's so cool. Again, I know you guys, the viewers, I know the viewers are like, what the heck, these guys celebrating? Well, I mean, again, it does help us out, of course, trying to do it the right way. So, again, that's cool, though. That's great, man. Jaguar Gator, a friend of the channel. I know Jaguar, I don't know if you're probably back in your stream, but man, he had a big day yesterday. I saw that. I went on, I took it off because I'm like, no, they're going to show the game. Like, there's no point. And then I went on like a minute before kickoff. There is going to be a timeout for Pitt as they were trying to rush it there. Again, there were some issues with the communications. So timeout, Pittsburgh, 1st and 15. They'll have it at the Miami 42. And they're going to cut to commercial. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, Jaguar Gator, appreciate you for tuning in. He's a legend. Of course, I'm kind of a, I would say I'm somewhat, I guess the Temu version. I kind of find it funny in a way. Only if I say it, to be honest with you. But yeah, Temu version of him. But yeah, no, he's great. Who's here from week 2 when I called out Pitt and Bama? Who's here from week 2 when I called out Pitt and Bama? Week 2. What did I do in week 2? I don't know, Marvin. Shador carried Colorado. So this guy. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. It's good to see you once more. Good to see you once more. I can't even finish that. They were getting wrecked though earlier. I think Colorado. Well, no, not necessarily. They're down 7-0 to Kansas State. Yeah, Colorado definitely not bowl eligible. Jeez. And of course, again, like I say, always feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to respond to as many people as I can. The chat is a very big part of the channel. And of course, the poll has 72% of you guys with Miami, 28% thinking Pittsburgh will win. Right now, of course, Miami with the lead, but Pittsburgh with the ball. How you doing? I'm doing all right. It's good to see you, Shador Glazer. That kills me. What's up, Dr. Lay? Just hopping in. Appreciate you. I believe this is Orioles fan. Now, John Melander. Again, appreciate you for tuning in. Just hopping on in, just covering the game. Again, we're in another commercial break. If you like commercials, this has pretty much been 50% commercial breaks, apparently, and then 50% football. Roll Tide, says Avery. Another thunderstorm today. Nice. Hopefully the fire, I don't know. I know you said there was a rain. He said there was a fire. Hopefully the rain kind of helps with that. Michigan can't get a stop. Ohio State is cooking. Oh, man. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh again. If you like commercials, this is the game for you. So 1st and 15 coming up for Heichel and the Panthers. These dang names keep changing. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. As we're still awaiting for the game to be shown. We're still in talking. Heichel with Jody Mason Lucas' mother. I guess a friend of his passed away. All right, 1st and 15. Heichel in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right there at the Miami 42. As Heichel drops back, fires. It is caught. He's at the 40 and is going to be driven backwards. That's just going to be a catch of about 3 or 4 yards. That was Kenny Johnson on the catch. You're a fan of the Orioles? Yeah, no, they were terrible. It's no longer a palm tree in his yard. Oh, wow. So from your perspective, calling both games, Notre Dame and Pitt and Miami and Pitt, who do you think is better? I would say the committee currently has it right. That's what I'll say. 2nd and 11, ball at the 38 in the shotgun. Heichel drops back. He's looking to his right, fires. It is caught. Oh, that's a great catch on the sideline. That's a gain of about 8. That was Williams with the catch. Ooh, did he have it, though? That's going to be close. I think Pitt might have to hurry up. It's going to be a gain of 9, actually, as it's 3rd and 2. And they may take a look at it. Yeah, they're going to take a look at it. So another break. We love breaks here. We like breaks. Breaks are good, apparently. That's what they think. Man, I don't know. The more I look at it, the more Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, as soon as the lingo, I heard it. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, they're gonna say he's not. I don't know. This is ridiculous, and I like how they're. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. Regardless, it's going to be an incomplete pass, folks. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh man. Won't matter if they hurry up; they can blow it dead. And even if they already threw it, they caught the ball. Apparently, yeah, that's true. Doesn't matter if they hurry up. That is a great point. That is a great point. Totally forgot about that. That did happen. Dan Marino was the best Pittsburgh play ever. I'm sure most people would agree with that. TV timeouts have taken over the sport. It is ridiculous, man. I am sick and tired of it's like almost every 4 or 5 plays you got to go ahead and take a TV timeout. It's like, which they're not taking a TV timeout now, but it's just a long delay. Like, we get it. You already the people at the review, the ACC booth or whatever, they're saying that it's not a catch. So just say it's not a catch and get over with it. All right, apparently they're going to change their mind, though. So they said earlier it wasn't a catch. Now they're going to say it was a catch, which, it's not going to really bother me. But, all right, it's going to be a catch. Look at that. You're a Pitt fan, but you do a great job of being non-biased. Appreciate the channel. I used to watch games since I live in Netherlands. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I try to be non-biased. So, yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 2. I guess they're going to say it was a catch. Again, I think his feet were up when he maintained control. It is what it is. Of course, if you're a Miami fan, you're probably ticked off. But I totally get it. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 29. They need to get to the 27 for a brand new set of downs. Heitschel. Oh! And there is going to be an encroachment there. He clamped, and Miami had a guy that just bull rushed a guard. Unfortunately for him, the ball had not snapped yet. So that's going to be a free 5 yards, and that's going to be a brand new set of downs for the Panthers. That was actually the center, not the guard. Oh, jeez. All right, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They'll have it at the Miami 24. Again, if you're just tuning in, well, you've had a lot of delays here. Dr. Delay has a lot of delays. That's the way it is, I guess. But not my fault, I assure you. So 8:20 and counting. Miami leading 10-7, but Pittsburgh has it at the Miami 24. Heitschel in the shotgun, setting a man in motion as Heitschel hands it off. This is Turner, and Turner's not going to get much. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Panthers. As a Pittsburgh native Pirates fan, the Orioles beat Erman in German, Yigel Yang. Translation, I missed the World Series rivalry. Never, I have no idea. But, yeah, I guess so. I wasn't there, but I'm sure it was fun. 2nd and 10, ball at the 24, sending a man in motion. As Heitschel drops back. He's looking. He steps up. Oh, and Miami's all over him, and down he goes. That is a sack. A loss of 7. Looks like that's Bain Jr. in on the sack. Farming big money. Yep, 100%. 100%. I see you're well on your way to 2,500. Yep. Hey, we're moving on up. This channel, again, we started doing this in March, folks. We are a growing channel. We're not your average small channel. We're a channel on the rise. We are a channel on the rise. Going to be really big in a few years for sure. 3rd and 17. They're at the 31. They need to get to the 14 for a brand new set of downs as Heitschel drops back. He swings it out in the flat. It's caught at the 30 and pushed out around the 25. That is a gain of 6. And it looks like Pittsburgh will settle for 3. As Heitschel gets an earful from somebody. This will be about a 43-yard attempt from the right hash. This is Trey Butkowski. Wasn't there a show called Kick Butkowski or something like that? The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. Oh, and it's wide right. Well, the Steelers are playing the Bills tomorrow, so he's doing his best impersonation of Scott Norwood. But wide right. And the score will remain Miami 10, Pittsburgh 7. Man, that is a bummer for Pittsburgh. But Miami fans, of course, I'm sure you're loving it. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. We've been, again, complaining about the TV timeouts. We've been complaining about the refs. Talk about whatever you want. You talk about the game. Talk about other games right now happening. Talk about your Thanksgiving. Again, hopefully you had a happy Thanksgiving. I know I did. I really enjoy Thanksgiving. I love this time of year. I'm a guy that loves the end. I know some people don't like the end of the year, but I do. I love November. I love December. Ohio State leading 10-6 over Michigan. Texas Tech 28, West Virginia nothing. Louisville 17, Kentucky 0. Clemson and South Carolina tied at 14 apiece. Houston 14, Baylor 6, Kansas State 7, Colorado nothing. Iowa State 10, Oklahoma State 7, East Carolina 28, FAU 3, Miami of Ohio 28, Ball State 10, UCF 7, BYU nothing, Delaware 7, UTEP 0, and FIU 7. Sam Houston have just scored, actually. Now it's 7-6. They're pending the extra point there. Let's go. Kane says Natalia. Again, appreciate you for tuning in. Dang says Trisk. Yep, that was a tough one. Cheers, Delay. Listen to you while waiting for 10 inches of snow. Oh, man. That is brutal. Again, appreciate you, Magic Man, for tuning in. Who gets the ball? That would be Miami. Miami's going to get the ball to start the second half. Again, we're about 6 minutes away from the end of the first half. Miami again leading, and they'll have the ball at their own 25 whenever, again, they free us from these commercials. I have 7 bottles of water off camera here because, yeah, you drink a lot of water when you do these broadcasts, apparently. I looked all that up, and yeah, you do. Got to keep your throat, I guess moist. I know people don't like that word, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah. And of course, again, the people on TV, well, of course, they get timeouts. They get to rest. Of course, they have a color guy with them, so, they don't have to be talking over and over and over. The straight 3.5 hours. I do. That's my job. I got to keep you guys entertained with the dead space. Again, there's no crowd noise here, so I don't have all that. Working on that, though. Again, I plan on making that happen very soon. We'll figure it out. 1st and 10, Beck in the shotgun. Trips to the right as Beck hands it off up the middle. He's moving up slowly but surely, crossing the 30 and brought down at the 32. Kind of hesitating like Le'Veon Bell in a way. That's a nice gain of 7. You need wine. I'm good. Appreciate it, though. 2nd and 3 at the 32. Beck swings out. It is incomplete. Oh, Tony was open in the flat. He just missed him. Now, just like that, it's 3rd and 3. Lemon water. Yeah, I know. I'm just stubborn. I just stick with my water. Come on, y'all. 350. Yes, 350 only. 56 likes. Smash that like and subscribe. It's fast, easy, and free to do. Appreciate you, hey, Magic Man. Again, it is true, though. 3rd and 3. Beck in the shotgun. They need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs as Beck looks to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Beck drops back. He's looking over the middle. Pats the ball. Fires. It's caught at the 36. And dropped immediately. That is Malachi Toney. And that is a Miami Hurricane first down. Again, I apologize for that. I didn't realize that that was a little bit low. So 1st and 10, going to drop him, actually mark him at the 37 as he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 40, spinning around, still moving the pile, and brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 8 as Miami just moving the ball. If Panthers want to upset Miami, they need to make that. Yeah, that is true. Sam Houston State, formerly known as Sam Houston Institute of Technology. Oh, I did not know that. If Pitt wins this, they get which bowl game? Well, they technically still have a shot with the ACC Championship. It depends. Yeah, I don't know. In the pistol is Beck as he hands it off up the middle. He's still moving, and he gets the first down. Good effort by the running backs of Miami to just keep moving the pile, as that is a Miami Hurricanes first down. Go Canes, but Cool Turkey got you. Appreciate you, Magic Man, for the $2, man. Thank you again. That is awesome, you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Oh, yeah, the touchdown turkey. It is a big thing here since Thanksgiving. In the shotgun, Beck takes the snap, drops back. He's looking over the middle. Beck's going to take off and run. He's at the 50, and it's going to slide around the 45. Some pushing and shoving there at the end of the play by Pitt and Miami. Oh, my goodness, another one. Dr. Leo's doing a great job calling games. Thank you again. Appreciate you guys, man. That is awesome. Thank you again for the $2, man. That's great. You guys, again, I really appreciate that. That's awesome. You guys are legends. 2nd and 4, Beck is in the shotgun. They're at the 45. They need to get to the 41 for a brand new set of downs as Beck takes the snap. He's rolling to his right, fires. It's caught by the tight end. He's at the 40, the 35, still dragging a guy across the 25, brought down at the 22. That is a Miami Hurricane first down. Just would not go down there. That's a gain of 23 yards. Alex Ballman. So 1st and 10. At the 22. Let's go Miami. Yep. 1st and 10 at the 22 in the shotgun. Beck hands it off up the middle, and he is not going anywhere. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. So the Panthers finally playing defense. Of course, they've allowed Miami to march the field. You don't care who wins, just want them to score 46 points. Right now, not looking too great. I guess if we see 7 here, that would be 24. So then you're looking pretty good. Rec TV. Appreciate you for tuning in. That is the 2-minute warning. Miami 10, Pittsburgh 7. So we will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Interception incoming. I don't know about that one. We'll see. Beck right now, 10 for 12. So he's been pretty efficient. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. It really does. And, of course, again, feel free to comment down below. Again, I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. All right, Ohio State, they lead 10-6 over Michigan. Michigan has the ball at the Ohio State 30. Tech 28, West Virginia, nothing. Louisville 17, Kentucky, nothing. Clemson 14, South Carolina 14. Houston 17, Baylor 6. Kansas State up 7-6, but Colorado's just scored. They're pending the extra point there, so you can assume it'll be 7-7. Iowa State 10, Oklahoma State 7. Let's see here. East Carolina 35, FAU 3. Central Michigan 3, Toledo nothing. Miami of Ohio 28, Ball State 10. UCF 7, BYU nothing. UTEP 7, Delaware 7. And FIU and Sam Houston, they are tied at 7 apiece. Go Buckeye, says Jacob. Sean Gilbert, Pittsburgh legend. I need to look up this guy. I've never actually heard of him. Almost every game matters in college football. Yep, it does. It does. It does indeed. I got to look it up. Again, appreciate you guys for your support. And again, just hanging out today. Again, it's a big one. Definitely impacts both teams if either one of them lose. It's pretty much an elimination game. Now, again, if you win it, doesn't mean you're in. But definitely helps, depending on other results. Of course, for Pitt's case, they're looking to get to the ACC Championship and, get in that way. They would need SMU or Virginia to lose. And then, of course, for Miami, they would probably need one, probably two teams to lose in order for them to get in. Last time that Carson Beck threw an interception was in the loss against the SMU in overtime. Oh, wow. Well, I guess Pittsburgh needs that to happen today. If you could have a healthy 10 years of Myles Garrett or Aaron Donald, who you got? Aaron Donald, 100%. 100% Aaron Donald. How did the Steelers let their division get away from them? It's called the Steelers. We're the Steelers, man. It's terrible, but for the moment, we're okay. Even if we lose tomorrow, we'll be back. We'll still be in first place due to the conference record, but it is very disappointing. It is very disappointing. Hopefully, it's a good game. That's all I can hope for tomorrow. Maybe we can pull the upset off. I don't think the Bills are as scary as they were in the years past. Garrett's a monster. Yeah, he's all right. I would say this year he's finally better than TJ. So, I mean, this is the 1 year at this point that he's finally been better than TJ. But it is what it is. 2nd and 10 as Beck is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Make it two receivers to the left. As, again, they're at the 22 of Pittsburgh. Beck drops back. He's looking to his left. He floats it down the left sideline. Wide open. Touchdown, Miami Hurricanes, Malachi Toney. And the touchdown, Turkey loves touchdowns. I don't really like that touchdown, as it gives Miami now a 2-score advantage. Wow, just wide open. Malachi Toney, he's had a day against Pitt. Man. Sam Houston joke was great. Did I say a joke? I don't even remember. Oh, man. So Miami getting up 16-7. We're pending the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Miami leading 17-7 with 1:55 left to go in the first half. Miami with 14 unanswered. 14 unanswered. You're taking Donald every time. Yep. Appreciate the update on the game. I see you, Pitts fan. Kudos to you and your team. Thank you for not being a jerk towards the other team. Oh, yeah, no. I totally, Jeremiah. Yeah. No, I mean, I probably will get mad. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Steelers streams, I will get mad. I'm not going to be a jerk to the other team just because you're winning. Like, you're beating us. I don't understand that attitude. Again, this is more of a channel for everybody. I understand I'm a Steelers fan. Pirates fan, not much to talk about there, and a Pitt fan. But again, there's no reason to attack other people. Yeah, at the end of the day, we're all in together. Now you attack me, I assure you, I will attack you 100%. 100%. You give, you want to attack me, that's fine, and you'll probably be banned too, to be honest with you. But no, this is a channel for everybody, man. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, whether you're a Pitt fan, Miami fan, or just a sports fan in general. I appreciate you for tuning in. All right, Miami going to be kicking things back off to Pittsburgh with 1:55 left to go in the first half. Go Canes. Yeah, a lot of Canes. Roll Tide, support your channel. Appreciate you, Philip. All falls apart now for Pitt. I mean, hopefully not, but yeah, we need Pitt to get it together here. Need Pitt to get it together. Hold on a sec. Oh, that makes sense. All right, 1st and 10. I can't hear any audio. I can still watch the game. Heitchel in the shotgun. I'm watching this on my Xbox, believe it or not. Sending a man in motion. Heitchel is going to keep it on the RPO. He's at the 30 and sliding down at the 33. Heitchel with the gain of 8. The clock continuing to run 1:45 and counting. As it's 2nd and 2. Ball at the 33. Heitchel in the shotgun. 2 receivers from right, 1 to the left. Heitchel drops back. Looking over the middle. Fires. It is gone at the 40. Dropped immediately. That is a Pittsburgh Panther first down. The clock will temporarily stop with a 1:32 left. And, of course, now it's going to start. 1:30 and counting. Heitchel hurrying everybody to the line. In the shotgun. Heitchel drops back. Looking to his left. Dumps it off over the middle. It is caught at the 43. Dropped immediately. Not going to get too much there, as the clock does, again, continue to run. So 2nd and 7. As Heitchel's in the shotgun. They're at the 43. Now they're going to slow it down. They're going to slow it down, and they're letting it tick under a minute. And the Pitt crowd doesn't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Heitchel drops back, looking. He floats it down the right sideline. It is incomplete. And if there is going to be a flag, it's probably going to be against Pitt, to be honest with the offensive pass interference. Yeah, it's going to be against Pitt. Pittsburgh fans were happy. Pass interference, offense, yeah. Yeah, that was, yeah. That was just flat out OPI. He was tackling the defender. Now, the Pitt sideline wanted the flag. The Pitt crowd wanted the flag. But no, Williams was actually tackling the defender. Good stuff by Williams, I guess, to, not let him break free for the pick. But, geez, that is a shocking reaction by everybody there. That was clearly offensive pass interference. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 22. And now there's going to be a stoppage of play for some reason. 37 seconds left. And yet the refs don't know what they're doing. Don't know what they're doing at all. And I apologize. I know I've been missing the chat here. 45 seconds left. Please BYU lose. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just looking. Sports is not a hostile place. The team is down 10 in New Belgium. Okay. Man, why are they going slow? I have no idea. They're being dumb right now, Pittsburgh. 2nd and 22. They are at the 28. They're saying, refs, you suck. Heitchel drops back. He's under pressure, and down he goes. That is a sack. And Miami may call timeout. And now Heitchel's limping off the field. Just a bunch of stuff here. Pittsburgh is completely unraveling before my very eyes. I'm sure if you guys are watching it as well, you guys are seeing the same thing, and this is very disappointing. It's going to be 3rd and very, very long. Oh, man, appreciate you guys. Jack. Oh, my gosh, Jack, appreciate you. Magic Man with the $5. Jack with the $5. Appreciate you, man. Oh, my gosh. You guys have been great. Holy moly. QBR is on the way. No, QBR is not the way. QBR, no. Thumbs down on QBR. Again, appreciate you guys, man. You guys are awesome. This is awesome. What a day. Not a good day for Pitt. Not a good day for the Pitt fan in me. But maybe a good day for Dr. Delay. As it's 3rd and 32. So, yeah, Heitchel is not in the game. This is Eli Holstein. He's in the game, the original starter. As Holstein sends a man in motion, he drops back, and now there's a flag. At this point, it's kind of funny at this point. Come on, Pitt. Yeah, well, I don't think they're listening to us. False start offense. Number 78. This is atrocious. Pittsburgh just marching backwards. It's going to be 3rd and 37, folks. Rhino on his yacht. Is he actually on a yacht? I don't think he's on a yacht. 3rd and 37. They're at their own 13. They are just keep moving backwards as Holstein hands it off. He's at the 15, the 20, 25, and brought down around the 30. That's a gain of 17. And that'll make it 4th and 20. Miami going to take their second timeout with 33 seconds. You missed my comment. I'm sorry, my bad. What did I miss? Lamar Jackson replied to a Pittsburgh Steelers reporter. Yeah, I saw that. We can all agree that Lamar Jackson overrated Lamar said it. Let's say less. Yeah, no, I saw that. Andrew Filipponi. That guy is, man, he hates the Steelers, I swear. Everything he says is like wrong, and it just comes back to bite us. He genuinely hates Pittsburgh. There's no way he doesn't. All right, again, it's going to be a 4th and 21. And again, Pittsburgh going to punt. Miami, assuming the punt and the return, maybe 25 seconds left to go. Yeah, one can assume. I'm not too sure. As here is the punt. Again, punting from their own 29. And that's Tony. Fields it at the 20. He cuts inside and is brought down around the 24-yard line. 24 seconds left to go. Heinschel. Again, now he's going to the locker room. So hopefully he'll be okay. But again, it's been a rough day regardless. Statistically, not so bad. 12 for 16, 131. But again, when you're only leading the offense to 7 points, that is a problem. I don't know what Andrew has, but he has it. He has it. Oh, yeah. Andrew Filipponi. I don't know what he has, but he has it. So 1st and 10 for Beck and the Hurricanes. They're at their own 24. As Beck sends a man in motion. He takes the snap and hands it off up the middle, and Pittsburgh is all over it. So for what it's worth, Miami loses a yard. And I imagine that's going to be the last play of the first half. Miami looking pretty good. 14 unanswered. They lead Pittsburgh 17-7. As again, this is pretty much an elimination game. The loser is done. Say goodbye to your college football playoff hopes. The winner still has a shot, depending on other results. So again, feel free to step away, enjoy. If you guys want to, eat your lunch, or if you're eating lunch now or whatnot, feel free to do whatever you got to do. I, of course, will be here for now, I guess. I don't know if I might step away for halftime or not. I'm not too sure. But yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And of course, again, chat down below, talk about football, talk about Thanksgiving, whatever it is that you like. I really do try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Again, I appreciate you guys for your support today. You guys have been awesome. Man, this is like a record day for me on that regard. I really do appreciate that. Tomlin is still on the Pittsburgh sideline. Oh, he will be in 24 hours for sure. It was almost 10-10. Almost. But no cigar. We'll go over some scores at the half. Let's see here. We have Ohio State. They lead 10-9 over Michigan. Michigan, again, they had the lead earlier, but Ohio State coming back. Now they have it. Ohio State has it at the Michigan 15. Texas Tech blowing out West Virginia 28-0. Louisville 20, Kentucky nothing. Clemson 17, South Carolina 14, Houston 17, Baylor 9. They are at the half. A lot of these games at the half now. Colorado 7, Kansas State 7, Iowa State 10, Oklahoma State 7, East Carolina 42, FAU 3. Central Michigan 3, Toledo nothing. Miami of Ohio 28, Ball State 10, UCF 14, BYU nothing. Man, that could be huge. Again, that would help Miami. That's one of the results Miami needs to happen. If UCF can hold on against BYU. UTEP 7, Delaware 7, FIU 14, Sam Houston 7, And Marshall 3, Georgia Southern, nothing. That's what's happening across the sports world. Tomlin needs to go. Yep, I would agree with that personally. You are definitely my favorite Pitt fan, sir. Love how professional you are when you're doing play-by-play. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I try. Again, I try to be as unbiased as I can. I mean, honestly, I feel like I just call it straight down the middle, just in general. I mean, again, I'm a Steelers fan, of course, and, you know, when I'm calling Steelers games, I'm going to be more critical of my Steelers than anything. And I, you know, again, for the most part, you know, there's no reason to be antagonistic to the other team. Maybe if it's a rivalry game, you know, maybe it's the Steelers, Bengals, yeah, maybe the Browns. Really, again, it's not like I care about the Browns, but the Browns fans, man, they've been so annoying the last 6 years. Ever since the helmet incident, they've been a lot of that. We're all sports fans at the end of the day. So for the most part, again, I try to keep it 50-50, even if my team is playing. Great game. It's an okay game. You know, Pittsburgh, they've had their chances. You're looking at the stat. We'll go over stats very soon. Pitt defense makes better halftime adjustments. Holstein's not a bad replacement considering the 2017 Pitt game. Yeah, Pickett game. Yeah, no, Holstein's not bad. I like Holstein, but obviously they just had to go in a different direction this year. Steelers have the Bills. And of course, again, I'll be doing that game tomorrow. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. You guys are awesome. And I'll be doing, again, the game above me right after this one. LSU and Oklahoma, Virginia Tech and Virginia right after that one. And then maybe Notre Dame and Stanford again. That's if I can keep going. That is going to be a long day. And of course, again, tomorrow I will be doing Jacksonville and Tennessee, and then Buffalo and Pittsburgh to end the day. No Sunday Night Football tomorrow because I'm going all in today. But yeah. Original JG saying the U. Yep. Oh, I bet you're happy right now. I'm a Canes fan and a Dolphin fan, so it took some doing to get a like from me. Oh, I understand. I gotcha. I have actually covered the Dolphins. For some reason, I've covered 5 of their games this year. They are 2-3. I have the win-loss records for every other team. I'm doing the Titans game tomorrow because I've yet to do a Titans game. But everyone else I've covered at least once. So, yeah, no, the Dolphins, yeah, I've covered them a bit here. Again, I can show you if you like, just in case you're thinking, oh, I'm trying to get this guy to subscribe. No, again, I'm just being honest. Let's see, I guess it's been a while. Dolphins, Ravens, Dolphins, Falcons, Dolphins, Browns. I think there was another one. I mean, there's 2 more. Dolphins, Jets here on the left side. Dolphins, Bills. Yep. Use the old logos there. I kind of like the old logos, but for some reason, people didn't want to click on it. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess you won't really like the new logos, people. So I got to do what I got to do to get clicks. When I'm much bigger, when I got an established audience every single day, then yeah, I'll go back to the old logos. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I don't like the new logo for the Dolphins. Heard that go you. You have the utmost respect for Pitt fans, but bet you can guess why. Probably, if I had to guess, probably Dan Marino. Dan Marino for sure. Miami and the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh, my friend. What in the world? Telling us to end the Pittsburgh, man. That's a bummer. Good game. Well, yeah, again, it's a good game for you guys. Again, Pittsburgh not really playing that great. And then, yeah, the Steelers, we do play the Dolphins, so I will be covering at least one more. I can tell you that. I can cover at least one more Dolphins game for sure. I don't know when that'll be. I know we have. Oh, no, no. This is next week. We play Baltimore, week 15. Okay, so yeah, we have you guys for Monday Night Football. So I can tell you that I will definitely be covering at least one more Dolphin game. Again, I don't know how often, if I cover you guys again or not. Again, I've already covered you guys 5 times. That's a lot for the channel. I know obviously I cover against every Steelers game. The Packers have the second most coverage on the channel, and then I think you guys are tied for the third most coverage. Yeah, but I can tell you what, you're gonna definitely get one more game for sure. So yeah. Oh, logo's great. Oh yeah, it's fantastic. I don't know. People didn't want to click on it. It's like, oh, that looks like a bootleg logo, I guess. I don't know. I love that logo. That's the best one. You know, I like the 2000s logo, which, you know, I'm sure you guys like the 70s and 80s logo. But I don't know. I don't like the new one. To me, it looks like a whale. The logo now, to me, looks like a whale. It doesn't even look like a dolphin. Hard to believe Marino and Dorsett were on the same Pitt team and didn't win a national championship. I thought they did. Or no, I guess they didn't. No, they didn't. Again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, feel free to chat down below. Again, we're just kind of waiting for halftime to conclude. I'm just kind of yapping at this point. Halftime's like 30 minutes. Let me put the turkey down. You get a break, sir. Man. I may step away for 5 minutes. I don't know. I'll think about it. Drinking a bunch of water. Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't go over the stats yet. Let me go over the stats. Let's go over the stats here so you can see what's happening. All right. Okay, so Carson Beck, 11 for 13, 124, and a touchdown. Malachi Tony, again, he's 1 for 2, 9 yards, and a touchdown. Heinchel for Pitt, 12 for 16, 131, and a touchdown. Miami rushing, Pringle 3 for 19, Fletcher 6 for 19, Tony 2 for 9, Brown 1 for -1, Beck 3 for -9. Of course, again, they include sacks for rushing yards, which I think is stupid, but it is what it is. Pittsburgh rushing, they have Turner leading in yards, 5 carries, 21 yards for him. Goff 3 for 14. Heinchel, of course, 7 for -24. And then, apparently Ohio State now leads 17-9. Miami receiving, Tony 6 for 76 and a touchdown. Ballman 2 for 25. Marion 2 for 13. Trader 1 for 10. Lofton 1 for 9. And then for Pittsburgh, Raphael Williams 4 for 63. Hicks 1 for 40. Holmes 2 for 12 and a touchdown. Goff 1 for 9. Johnson 1 for 4. And Turner 3 for 3. That is pretty much it. Total yards, Pittsburgh, they have 142, Miami at 170. First downs, Miami leading in that category as well. 12 to first downs to Pittsburgh 7. Pardon me. Time of possession, believe it or not, leading with Pitt. Pitt has 15 minutes and 28 seconds. Miami with 14:32. Pitt also has more penalties, which has been pretty unfortunate for them. 6 penalties at 50 yards for Pitt. Miami 2 penalties for 10 yards. All right, what do we got? It's the holiday season. It's time for giving. So give the free gift of a like and subscribe. It helps Channel 3. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Magic Man, thank you again. False. Marino came in 1878. I'm assuming you meant 1978. Pitt with Dorsett won the Natty in 76. I'm playing against J.J. McCarthy in the Super Bowl. Oh, wow. Jeez. Thanks for the info. Magic Man, kind of crazy. Yep. It's kind of crazy. If Marino was playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers at the time, Marino, will you think he would have won 4 Super Bowls with them? I don't know about that. Definitely would have been better for the Steelers to take Marino, but then it would have probably changed the way the Steelers would have operated at quarterback going forward. You know, if Marino's still playing in the 90s, they probably don't take Cordell. And then, of course, Cordell isn't benched for Tommy Maddox, which, you know, then Tommy Maddox comes in. Then he has a bad 03, which forces us to go quarterback in 04. So, you know, without, no Marino, you get Ben. You get Marino, you know, you probably don't get Ben. And I'm okay with having Ben. Ben, of course, my favorite. I mean, his jersey's right there. Yes, I know. I'll spruce up this the setup in the future. For now, of course, I'm focused on just the content, but I'll get more stuff to I don't know, make it look a little bit more appealing. But yeah, I don't know. Ben is my favorite player, so I'm definitely okay with the Steelers not going with Marino in 83 because it all leads to Ben. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. During halftime, they're talking about Lane Kiffin. I don't know if you guys have an opinion on that. I think that's ridiculous. I mean, he should just stay in Ole Miss. There's no reason for him to leave. He's just going from one SEC school to another. That's ridiculous. Again, I mean, that's just... I mean, they're pushing for him. I mean... Booger McFarland is saying, oh, yeah, you should definitely go to LSU. Got the richer history, richer recruits. I mean, it's like, well, what are they doing now? Ole Miss is clearly better. Yeah, I don't know. That's the best. What? I'm not too. Are you talking about defense? Because yeah, that's not the case anymore. That's not the case anymore. Big Ben hated playing him, but geez, he was good. He was great. Smiley Vinos. Appreciate you for tuning in once more. And again, congrats on your victory against the Ravens. Goku probably doesn't want to hear that at all. Jacoby Jones and Ray Lewis were my favorite players. Those are solid favorite players. Tommy Maddox was the GOAT. Hey, he was pretty good in 02, for sure. Bubby Brister, no. Okay. All right. Okay. Lane Kiffin should go to UConn. He should. He should definitely go to UConn. UConn's legit. UConn is legit. Yeah, I miss Ben. We're looking for our next Ben, which, of course, again, I'm very happy with Rodgers. Rodgers has done great. But, again, he's not going to last forever. Maybe another year. Maybe he comes back another year. I don't really know. I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. I don't want to think about. I'm just not a fan. I'm not really a fan of the college quarterbacks, man. It's almost like, the surefire hit right after coming out of college. It's rare now. You want to see UConn be ranked sometime? Well, are they 9-3? I mean, they could be. They could be like 25 at season's end. Gabriel Rivera was headed for Rookie of the Year before his paralyzing auto accident. Cliff Stout was not too bad. Marino had bad propaganda prior up to the draft. Yeah, he was labeled as like a party guy or something. I don't know what it was. I think they were just trying to fool the Steelers, I guess. I'm not too sure. And of course, in 83, Marino and Bradshaw would have been teammates for 1 year. That would have been interesting. You liked Bubby? I have his autograph on a Topps card. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not Bubby Brister. I don't know. Just doesn't seem like he was good. College quarterbacks are low-key mid, yeah. That guy from Carolina reminds me of Ben. Carolina. North or South? Sellers or the other guy? Who's the other guy? I don't even know. Who's the North Carolina quarterback? I don't even know the North Carolina. Talking about Sellers, he's all right. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know if I really would want to draft one in the first round because it almost seems like it's random now that they hit. I mean, again, that's the way it's always been. They hit and miss in random rounds. I get it, but with how different the college game is from the NFL game, I mean, I don't know if I want to take a quarterback in the first round because it takes all these guys years to develop. I mean, look at Baker. Baker, I mean, started hitting and started becoming a star, top 5, top 10 quarterback, in 2022, and he was drafted, of course, in 2023. So, yeah, and of course, again, Darnold, he's had a late career resurgence. And of course, you look at the rookies now. I mean, are they really that great? Not really, to be honest with you. I mean, you have May. He looks like he's all right. Nix again, but do you really trust Nix? Daniels has been good, but again, he got hurt, of course, and he was not having as good of a year before he got hurt anyway. Stroud, of course, he's on the decline, it looks like. I don't know. I'm very cautious with the way they're I don't know, teaching the college quarterbacks. Bobby had spunk. I don't know if that's really what I'm looking for in a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is like Big Ben. I don't know about that one. I would disagree. I would respectfully disagree. Gio Lopez, North Carolina. I'd have to look into Gio Lopez. Not familiar with him. Even though I'm a Ravens fan, don't compare Trevor to Big Ben. This guy, I'm not really. I don't know. Lawrence, he's supposed to, I guess, with the where he was like hyped up coming out of college. And again, he was a great college quarterback. Lawrence was great, but he has not lived up to expectation. I'm disappointed. I was a big Trevor guy. I thought he was going to be the next big thing, but man, he has been rough. Where do you rank Caleb Williams? It's rough with him because, again, he has the talent, the arm talent, right? But again, I don't know. I would say he's average. I can't put him anywhere. If you put him in the top 10, you can put him in the top 10. I would disagree and would push back. I don't know. I feel like he's supposed to be so much more. It's kind of like with Lawrence, really. Again, a lot of hype coming out of college, number one pick, and yet you just feel like he's not living up to that. So I can't really put him anywhere towards the top of the league. Bubby Brister, Mara Hodge, Lewis Lips, and that 1989 team was one of my favorites because of how that season started under Chuck Noll. Yeah, they were getting blown out, and then, of course, they fought back and they made it to the playoffs, I think. Did they go to the AFC Championship, I think? Not too sure. Bradshaw, hold on, let's see. Bradshaw, tough as nails, always found a way to win the game. Marino could never win the big game. I don't know. Again, I think it's more because the team wasn't that great. Marino did, again, Marino was great. I think everyone would want Marino on their team for sure. But that was during a stretch, of course, where the NFC pretty much dominated for, 15 years. That's unfortunate. Now, again, he's supposed to be making the playoffs or making the Super Bowl, of course, during that time, during that week period. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can put it on Marino. Caleb was pretty good. Caleb's top 15. Again, middle of the pack, right. I mean, that's about where I'd put him. I don't know. Definitely needs to, we'll see how he does down the stretch and, of course, in the playoffs. But, I'm not too sold on him at the moment. Looks like we're returning to action here. That was a long halftime, but, we got through it, folks. Replace Bradshaw and Marino and see a huge difference. Well, I mean, they played during different times. In the 70s, it was still defense. Even, again, in the 80s, obviously, in the 90s, it was still defense. But the 70s, again, you could pretty much murder the guy. As, again, Pittsburgh ready to kick things off to Miami. Pittsburgh, again, down by 10 as there's a pooch kick. It's going to land at the 15. Fielded it. He's at the 20. Shrugs the guy off at the 25, but then is dropped right there at the 25-yard line. As for some reason ESPN not aware that we're back in action. Okay, that's weird. If Marino even had a half-decent team, he would have won at least one Super Bowl. Yeah. They fumbled away the divisional round versus Denver. That's right. That's what it was. That's right. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Miami. They'll have it at their own 25. And again, I don't know what's wrong with the screen. ESPN is not up to date for some reason. I'll try to fix I'll worry about that very soon. As Beck is in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Beck hands it off up the middle, crossing the 25. Still on his feet at the 30 as he's tripped up around the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 7. 85, Marino destroyed the Bears. Yeah, actually, that was their only loss, right? I'm pretty sure. 2nd and 3 as Beck hands it off up the middle, crossing the 35, brought down at the 38. That is a brand new set of downs for the Hurricanes as Pringle right up the middle. And again, if you're Pitt, you need them to make a stop. So 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes as they're at their own 38. Beck is in the shotgun. Trips to the... No, pardon me. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Beck. Play action. He's going to keep it and head up the middle for just a yard, diving forward to the 39-yard line. Play action RPO. Probably an RPO there. As again, he just darted up the middle. You thought Pitt had the ball? Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Hurricanes. Again, they're just looking to hold on to this lead, and they need some help. BYU, last time we checked, they were down, so that is good for Miami as it's 2nd and 9 at the 39. Beck takes the snap, throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 45. He's at the 50, the 40, and he is brought down across the 30-yard line. That is a brand new set of downs for the Hurricanes. Just a quick little, I don't even know what that was, just straight up the middle. That was Bauman with the catch, a gain of 33 yards. This could be bad. This could get bad if Miami capitalizes. Yep. Yes, sir. It could be pretty bad very quickly. As it's 1st and 10, Beck is in the shotgun. Tight ends in tight to the left, 2 receivers out wide to the right. Beck sending a man in motion. Play action. Drops back. Oh, a free blitzer brings him down in the backfield. That is a sack. He took a whack there. Biles with the big hit. Or no, pardon me, Battle. Battle's going to be the one credited with the sack. Yep, that was Battle. Battling his way to the quarterback. Loss of 9. So 2nd and 19. They're at the Pitt 37. As Beck is in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Beck drops back. It's going to be a little bubble screen to Tony. Tony's at the 35, crossing the 30, and is brought down around the 29-yard line. And now there's a late flag. Oh, and this might be against Pitt. Just unbelievable if it's, if that is, oh my goodness. And of course the Pitt player flexing and pointing at him while the Miami player's on the ground. Just absolutely stupid. So we'll see what happens here. Get ready for a rant. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 8. Half the distance. That is an automatic first down for the Panthers. There's a lot of pushing and shoving. And, of course, that was kind of a flop there. But, again, at the same time, you got to know the situation. So, yeah, it was definitely a flop. There is an injured Panther, Nick James Jr. from Prattville, Alabama. He is down on the field. And, again, a 15-yard penalty given the Hurricanes a first down. Just not smart. Again, you got to know the situation. They're going to bait you. They're going to try to draw that penalty, and they did. It's successful. As Pitt, again, they're down by 10. They're going to cut to commercial. Shocker, I guess. I should have seen that coming. But, yeah, that's a disappointing start for the Panthers here in the second half. Say it every week. I'd take out those idiot players. Yeah, that's fair. Again, just... Again, it was more of a flop. But, yeah, he was pushing back and forth. Why? Why even do that? Look at the scoreboard. Look at the situation. You have a chance to hold Miami to a field goal. But not so for the Panthers. Marino never had an O-line. That's. I mean, you can make that argument. I'm not too sure. I didn't really watch the games back in the 80s and the 90s. I don't know. That would have to be someone older would have to answer that. And again, appreciate you guys hanging out again. We're in a commercial timeout, injury timeout, I should say. In Miami, they're driving. It's going to be a first down for Miami whenever we come back. Again, Pittsburgh with a unnecessary, I guess, unsportsmanlike conduct, giving Miami a first down. What would you rather, a Steelers Super Bowl, a Pitt National Championship, or a Pirates World Series? A Steelers Super Bowl, hands down. 100%. To me, that is, they take priority. That is, again, that's the first team I liked. It's the team I love the most. Team I have the most gear for. Which I actually, again, I said I would never, I'm not going to buy any more Steelers gear until we win a playoff game. I'm not going to buy any more Pirates gear until they go to the playoffs. I mean, it's a lower bar there for them. And then for Pitt, they're it's fine. Again, this is probably all I have. I mean, actually, no, I have another shirt as well, but yeah. So I was actually gifted a Paul Skeens T-shirt for my birthday. Birthday was 2 weeks ago, so I got a Paul Skeens T-shirt. So yeah, if you guys see me with a Paul Skeens shirt, just know I didn't buy it. I know I've said that before. I'm not buying any Pirates gear, and I didn't. But I was gifted that. What's up, Doc? Touchdown Turkey in the house. Oh, yeah, he's chilling. But Miami, again, they are driving. Again, we're still in a commercial break. We love commercials here, apparently, here on ABC. Marino never had an O-line, a running back, a defensive line. He did have tight ends and receivers, and even a coach. That's nice. Again, appreciate you, Chris, for tuning in as we're back in Pittsburgh again. It should be a brand new set of downs for Miami. Last time we checked again, it was an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers. So 1st and 10 for Miami. And we're just waiting to see where they marked it. Darrelle Revis. Yep, that's a Pitt legend right there. 1st and 10 at the 14 as Beck is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion, and there's a flag. And the Pitt players very happy pointing against. Oh man, see, I don't know. That bothers me. You're down 10. You're celebrating a penalty after you just committed a penalty and gave them a first down, a false start. Oh, let's go at. Oh yeah, mark them back after they just marched down the field on you. I'm sorry. Again, I'll keep it 50-50 here, but now I hate that. I hate that stuff. 1st and 15 for the Hurricanes as Beck is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Tight end in tight to the right. As Beck sends a man in motion, that is Tony. It's a touch pass to Tony down the right side. He's at the 20. Cuts inside at the 15. And brought down at the 14. That's a gain of 6 for the explosive man there. Actually, no, it's only a gain of 5. Pardon me. Currently a Pirates World Championship. I don't know. Marino had Mark May, Mark Stapowski, and Russ Grimm. Hey, that's not too bad. I know Russ Grimm was, well, he was a coach for the Steelers, an offensive line coach for a little bit. 2nd and 11, ball at the 15. Beck in the shotgun, trips to the right to 1 receiver to the left. That is actually a tight end, sending a man in motion as Beck drops back, looking. Pump fakes, floats it over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Bauman, the big man over the middle, but over his head. And now it's 3rd and 11 for the Hurricanes. If the Badgers can beat Minnesota today, I'll consider it a successful season. Boy, have my standards fallen for this team. Yeah, Wisconsin, they used to be like an annual 9-10 win team. But man, yeah, it's kind of falling. They're falling apart over there. 3rd and 11. They're at the 15. They need to get to the 4 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the right to 1 receiver to the left. Beck drops back, looking to his left, fires to the end zone and is knocked away. Incomplete. Oh, and the Pitt defender. Oh my goodness, did I see a flag fly? I did. Unbelievable. Unbelievable on Pittsburgh again. You're celebrating getting in the guy's face after the play was over. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 21 on the defense. Half the distance. Harrison, you're an idiot. I don't know what Harrison has, folks, but he has a severe case of it. That is unbelievable. Celebrating, getting in his face after an incomplete pass. The throw was bad. It's not even on Marion. And McIntyre is trying to get him away, but the damage was already done. Unbelievable. Harrison now on the bench. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. First and goal at the 7. I can't believe it. Miami in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. As Beck hands it off, Otho makes a guy miss. He's at the 5, brought down at the 3. And now it's second and goal. And again, this is just, I said it earlier, Pitt was kind of unraveling, and they clearly are they are just not composed. They are uncomposed. Sadly, I don't think they'll do that. Magic Man, they won't eat the money. They'll still owe him. Stepnoski, gotcha. Wisconsin went away from the run. I don't know about all that. Second and goal at the 4. Beck in the shotgun. Beck takes the snap, and he hands it off. He's going to pitch it back to Beck, and Beck. Oh, is that a fumble? Oh, it's a live ball. Referees haven't blown it dead. Now they're going to blow it dead. Oh, that's interesting, Pitt. If that is a fumble, the referees may have just cost him. They're saying it's a forward pass. He throws it from the 8. Where does this land? Oh, yeah, that's definitely a forward pass. Okay, good call. Good call. Again, the running back throws it to Beck. The throw was just not good. Cannot give away the game. Oh, they're doing it. Revoke his scholarship. Yep, Marino and the brothers. The Mark brothers, right? Yep. After Miami scored the last touchdown, it was over for Pitt. Again, I wouldn't say that, but this could be bad. Third and goal at the 4. Back in the shotgun, and the referee is going to whistle it dead as there's a timeout, Pitt. Timeout, Pittsburgh. And again, just a disastrous set of events. 2 unsportsmanlike penalties for Pittsburgh. Again, I guess I don't know if they think they're playing on Miami or whatnot. They must think that Pittsburgh has 17 or something. But that is not the case. Just a disastrous defensive drive for the Panthers. So, yeah. But, yeah, they might give away the game there, a king. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I have, it's more of a traditional radio-style broadcast. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. The chat is a very big part of the channel. And, of course, again, I do have a poll. 72% of you guys have Miami winning. 28% with Pitt. The Mark brothers. Yeah, no, Mark Clayton. Yeah, Mark Clayton. I knew who Mark Clayton was. Mark Duber, I'm assuming, was the counterpart. So we're going to refresh this. Again, we'll see what's happening across the nation. Ohio State leading 17-9 over Michigan. Texas Tech 35. West Virginia nothing. Miami, of course, leading 17-7 here in Pittsburgh. Louisville 20. Kentucky nothing. Clemson leading 20-14 over South Carolina. Houston 17, Baylor 9. Kansas State 14, Colorado 7. Iowa State 17, Oklahoma State 7. East Carolina 42, FAU 3. Central Michigan 3, Toledo nothing. Miami of Ohio 31, Ball State 10. UCF 14, BYU 14. BYU has come back 14 unanswered. Delaware 24, UTEP 7. FIU 25, Sam Houston 10. Georgia Southern 14, Marshall 3, Jacksonville State 7, Western Kentucky nothing, Louisiana Tech 7, Missouri State nothing, and Georgia State and Old Dominion tied at 0 apiece. What a long commercial. Jeez. Gotta hate the dumb penalties. Yep. Paying the players. Well, some players for sure. Doctor, who's your favorite player of the Steelers all time? I would still say Ben. Big Ben. I love Big Ben. Troy Polamalu definitely has a strong argument, I would say, for that. I love Troy Polamalu as a kid. I mean, still do, of course, but, you know. Yeah, he doesn't play anymore. But, yeah, I don't know. That's, I would probably say Ben. Pitt trying to hand this game. I know, it's unbelievable, Justin. Go Canes. Well, you guys are pretty happy right now. Again, Pittsburgh doing a great job of moving Miami down the field. As it's 3rd and goal at the 4. Beck is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Tight ends in tight. As he sends Tony in motion. He hands it off up the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami Hurricanes, the touchdown turkey loves touchdowns. There you go. Pittsburgh taking a timeout and letting Miami score a touchdown on the play after. Great stuff by Pittsburgh as Miami leads 23-7 pending the extra point. It's snowing pretty good here. Not looking forward to cleaning up. Oh, I bet so. I bet not. James Harrison. Oh, I like James Harrison, but, you know, my favorite player, I wouldn't say he's up there in that conversation. Hines Ward's in that conversation. I loved Hines Ward. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 24-7. Miami leading over Pittsburgh. 9:29 left to go in the third quarter. Going away. Well, yeah, trust me, the touchdown turkey loves touchdowns. Even if I'm not a fan of the team that may have scored the touchdown, it is okay. The touchdown turkey loves touchdowns. You won the Super Bowl. Nice. Good stuff. Dang it, yeah. The bus, Jerome Bettis was... Oh, yeah, I would say he's probably my first favorite player growing up. But then it became... I would say it probably became Hines Ward. Then it became Troy Polamalu. Then it became, of course, Ben. Neil O'Donnell or Cordell Stewart? Definitely Cordell. Neil O'Donnell, that guy was paid off to throw it to Larry Brown. Freaking bum. Greg Lloyd was a good Steeler linebacker. Oh, yeah, in the 90s. That was before my time. But yeah, Greg Lloyd was pretty good. Steelers have always had great linebackers, it seems like. It really does. All right, again, we're back here in Pittsburgh. Miami leading 24-7. Pittsburgh needs to get it together. Miami with 21 unanswered points. What will Pittsburgh answer? I guess we'll find out. As here is the kickoff. And that is going to be fielded in the end zone. He's at the 10, the 15, and is brought down at the 17-yard line. Pretty lackluster return there for the Panthers. So the Panthers will have their work cut out for them. Again, we'll see if this is Heitschel or Holstein. Again, Heitschel was injured before the half. Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward. That name is familiar. I'm not too sure. Charlie Ward. I'm trying to think who that is. That name is familiar. All right, it is Heitschel. Heitschel is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As he sends a man in motion. As Heitschel takes the snap and he hands it off the middle. And, man, the Hurricanes are all over it. Turner going to lose a couple there. Brought down at the 15. As the O-linemen are still helping each other up. They got demolished. What's up, Doctor? Sorry to see the turkey dancing against your team. What games you calling later? Yeah, that's no problem. The turkey can dance whenever he wants to, I guess. But hold on a sec. In the shotgun is Heitschel. As Heitschel drops back, looking to his right, swings it out. It's caught in the flat, and he is not going to go anywhere. As a group of Hurricanes, they just swarm to the ball. That's maybe a yard. Maybe. Now it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. I'll be doing LSU and Oklahoma, and then Virginia and Virginia Tech. And then maybe Notre Dame and Stanford again. That's going to be a long day if I do that. So we'll see. 3rd and 11, Heitschel in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Heitschel hands it off up the middle. He's at the 20 and brought down around the 23-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 8, and Pittsburgh going to punt it. Currently working on cleaning up after cooking Thanksgiving yesterday. Oh, man. Florida State quarterback Charlie Ward. Okay. Charlie Batch. Yeah, I remember Charlie Batch as well. Bobby Brister. Peanut, I guess he's never seen the Hurricanes win before because he is really excited. There is the punt. And that's going to be fielded at the 41. That's going to be fair caught, that is. So the Hurricanes looking pretty good here. Another score, and then this might be over. I mean, at this point, maybe if they put it in the end zone, I would say 31-7. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. For the most part, I do try to get to the comment section when I can. And, of course, I do have a poll. Let me know who you think is going to win this game. Right now, it's looking like Miami. It's probably going to win, as 73% of you guys have Miami, 27% with Pitt. So, yeah, let's check out the scores from across the nation right now. We'll just do a few of them. Ohio State, they lead 17-9. Michigan with the ball. It's 3rd and 10 as they are at their own 46. Texas Tech, that is, 35. West Virginia, nothing. Jeez, Louisville 27, Kentucky nothing, Clemson 20, South Carolina 14, Houston 24, Baylor 9, Kansas State 14, Colorado 7, Iowa State 17, Oklahoma State 7. And that is pretty much it for now. Well, I guess, again, UCF and BYU, they are tied at 14 apiece. And as far as the major games, that is it. This is a statement game. The playoff committee trying to snub us for those leprechauns. SMH. Terrible how Pitt gave it away so far, Doc. Yeah, it is pretty bad. I get what you're saying, Peanut. I mean, Notre Dame did the same thing to Pittsburgh. And I totally get. I mean, I understand why Miami fans will be very upset. Again, you did beat Notre Dame. That's definitely going to be a very interesting conversation going forward. So, no, I totally get why Miami fans would be very frustrated with the playoff choices. Charlie Batch is from my homestead, my parents' hometown. Nice. I actually saw a, I don't know, I forgot what I saw, but it was like a little Charlie Batch video of him like just kind of going back to his community. It was really cool. I don't know what it was, like Charlie Batch Football Life or something like that. It was really neat, really neat. Saw earlier that Frank Ragnow didn't pass his physical, so he won't be coming back this year, I guess. Frank Ragnow. Oh, the lineman, yeah. That's a bummer. Yeah, he was trying to come back for the Lions, yeah. Michigan with a horrible punt, only 10 yards. That's not good. Yeah, it's looking like Ohio State will probably win that game for sure. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh again. Currently, SMU with the best chance to reach the 12-team playoff, 51% chance they make it. 29% Virginia makes it. Miami with a 17% chance. Pittsburgh with a 4% chance. And Georgia Tech with a 0.2% chance. Man, that's tough for Georgia Tech. As Beck is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Beck sending a man in motion as he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 45, the 50, breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, the 30, and pushed out of bounds around the 23-yard line. And that is a Miami Hurricane first down. And you just have to see the lack of effort Pittsburgh just self-destructing. Again, that push could have been a 15-yard there, to be honest with you, as well, out of bounds. All right, 1st and 10 for Miami. They're at the Pittsburgh 21 as Beck is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Beck takes the snap, and he throws it to Tony. Tony's at the 20, still on his feet at the 15, and slung down around the 9. Brought down after a gain of 12. Pittsburgh asking for a flag. I'd like to see what it would have been about. Oh, wow. He was not down. That's amazing. He was so close. Yeah, no, he didn't. His knee, nothing touched the ground. So 1st and goal for Miami. They're at the Pittsburgh 9. Playing for that spot in the playoffs. Yep. No, it's pretty much an elimination game. Loser won't get in. The winner has a chance. They need results to go their way. Narduzzi is yelling at the ref for something. Pitt is playing like they want to lose. Yeah. They're going to see if he was down. Ooh. Well, they may reverse this. Again, it's going to be a catch regardless. They might say he was down. I don't know. Regardless, it's another review, another stoppage of play because, again, they hate you and they hate all of us. They want this game to go on apparently till midnight. I got to call another game after this. These guys are going to make me late for that one. Thank you. Thank you, ACC. Appreciate it. The forum was down, yep. Looking like the forum was just a little bit down. Not sure if the elbow or forearm. Well, they said the forearm. I thought it was an elbow. I think they're just making things up as they go. So regardless, it's going to be a catch anyway. It just won't be 1st and goal. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 at the Pittsburgh 16. All right. Well, that was exciting. Thank you again, ACC. That is so good. I really appreciate you guys for what you guys do. Definitely a round of applause for that call. So 2nd and 5 now for Miami. They're at the Pittsburgh 16. As again, a touchdown, and that may just put the dagger in it. They're going to overturn. It'll be at the 16. Yep. 2nd and 5 is Beck. No, Beck is not in. It's going to be Tony in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Tight ends in tight. Tony taking it down the right side. Still, he's at the 15, the 10, and pushed out of bounds around the 5. Nice run there by Tony. That's a gain of 12, and that is going to be 1st and goal for the Hurricanes. I'm just upset Pittsburgh didn't come through today. Come on, Kenny Johnson. No, Kenny didn't really get the ball. Pitt is completely falling apart, Doc. They are. They look atrocious right now. As it's going to be 1st and goal for the Hurricanes. They're at the 4. Beck is going to be under center. Fullback in the backfield. So they're in the, I guess, a jumbo formation here as he hands it off up the middle. Stutter step moving forward. And he's in. Touchdown. Miami Hurricanes. There was a late flag. The touchdown turkey again. He loves touchdowns. Big fan of touchdowns. But again, there's a flag. So I don't really know what's happening. There is a flag. Referees getting together. No idea. Ohio State scored. Oh, wow. Ohio State's probably going to win that one. Start with the penalties, then Pitt just looked uninspired after that. Yep. Well, to be honest, it started in the second. Well, yeah, the penalties in the second quarter. Assisting the runner. Well, that's weird. So no touchdown. They've taken it away, assisting the runner, which... Well, that's weird. So, yeah, I guess you can push them. You can't pull them. I mean, I think that's stupid. I mean, you can do one, but not the other. Probably another Pitt penalty, no. To be honest, yeah, I mean, he would have scored anyway. That's just not a great call, to be honest with you. He already had scored prior to the pulling. Regardless, it's 1st and goal at the 6. Beck in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. So it's still 24-7 for the moment as he hands it off, and he's going nowhere. That's a loss of 3. Going to make it 2nd and goal at the 9. So again, 24-7 is your score, not 30-7. So 2nd and goal. I don't know what the heck it's saying. Touchdown for some reason. There's no touchdown here. That's a bad call. You can do both. Yeah, I don't understand. 2nd and goal. Beck is in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Beck sending a man in motion. Beck drops back. He's looking, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 5, and now there is touchdown, Miami Hurricanes. Brown with the catch and run, 9 yards by Shamar Brown, and the touchdown. Turkey again, a big fan of touchdowns, and that is a killer. As Miami now leads 30-7, pending the extra point. And Miami again, at this point, they're going to be looking at scores across the country from the rest of the day going forward. Pitt is assisting the runner every play for the Canes. Yeah, they are. They really are. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 31-7 is your score. Miami leading Pitt with 4:28 left to go in the third quarter. Pittsburgh just getting outmatched. ACC refs reminding everyone what they do best. they are terrible, man. Not so great. What game are you doing after this? I'm doing LSU and Oklahoma. And then later tonight, I'll be returning to the ACC. So I'll get to see the ACC control room again. Very excited about that with Virginia Tech and Virginia. So very much a lot of stuff happening today. And again, if I have any more energy, I do have a Stanford Notre Dame thumbnail already ready to go. I'm just unsure at this point. We'll see. We'll see how I go. I can still go. Again, I just don't know how I feel at the end of the third game. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to hang out or to like and subscribe. It definitely helps out. Small channels like mine compete with the big guys of the YouTube world. Again, I of course do NFL as well. Every Steelers game, but of course other games as well, not just a Steelers channel, as tomorrow I'll be doing the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Titans, and of course later in the afternoon, Bills and the Steelers. As there is the kickoff, and that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. Miami will score 2 more touchdowns. I mean, you're probably right, to be honest with you. You're probably right. What time? What time? Depends on what time you're asking. Healthy 15 likes away. Oh, wow, we're almost at 100 likes. Appreciate you guys. 100 likes. That's only happened once or twice on this channel before. That'd be huge. Yeah, appreciate you guys for your support. That is great stuff. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers as they'll have it at the 25. Heinchel is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Heinchel sends a man in motion. He drops back, looking to his right. Fires it incomplete. Pass intended to Lee. Not able to connect on that one, and it falls incomplete. You're awesome, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for the support. You got a sub. Appreciate you, Stephanie. You're a legend. Thank you again. Your prediction, 45-13. Okay, well, that would be unfortunate. That'd be a terrible way to go. 2nd and 10, Heinchel in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Heinchel, play action, drops back, fires. It is caught at the 29 and dropped immediately. That's just a gain of 4. How many subs? I don't have to check after the game. Did you pick the Titans game? Yes. Yeah, I had to get a Titans game in there. Heinz were like, nice. Jaguars and Titans, what did you? No, I didn't do it. I'm not in trouble. I just haven't they're the last team I've yet to cover. So I need to do the Titans one time at least. And they don't have a primetime game this year, so I don't know. Yeah. So I have to do one of them for sure. 3rd and 6. They need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs. Heinchel in the shotgun as he drops back. Looking to his right. Moving in the pocket. Stepping up. Still on his feet. Fires. It is caught at the 40. He's at the 50. Down the left sideline at the 40. Pushed out of bounds around the 37. Oh, that's the most exciting play for Pitt all day, as that is a Pitt Panthers first down. Heinchel doing a great job moving in the pocket. Good throw. Good catch. So 1st and 10, they're going to mark him down at the 40. That's a bad spot, and it is what it is. As Heinchel is in the shotgun. Trips to left, 1 receiver to the right. Hands it off up the middle, and the Hurricanes swarm to the ball. He does get 3 there. Nice gain there by Turner, I guess, for what it's worth. So 2nd and 7 coming up. Miami should be in the playoffs. I guess we'll find out very, very soon. Good job. Again, appreciate you, Neftalia. As it's 2nd and 8. Swings it out. It's caught in the backfield. Oh, the receiver's going to throw it down the right sideline. It is incomplete. Oh, the wide receiver pass. I guess they've been inspired by Malachi Toney. Unable to connect on that one. Now it's 3rd and 8. Probably, I don't know. I don't know if they really needed to do that there, but it was exciting. Miami has me so traumatized from the last 20 years that I'm still not trusting this lead till I see zeros. That's fair. That's fair, Ariel. Totally understand that. As a Steelers fan, I get it. 3rd and 8. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. As he hands it off the middle. It's at the 35 and brought down at the 32. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 4th and 2 for the Panthers. 23-10, nice. Most yards combined since the 2nd quarter. 800 votes, really? Wow. That's a lot of votes. Again, appreciate you guys. 4th and 3. They need 3 yards to continue this drive. Heinchel is in the shotgun, sending the running back in motion as he drops back, looking, fires. It is caught by the tight end, extending. Oh, I don't know if he got there. I don't know if he got there. We'll see where they mark it. And that is short. The referee was winding the clock. I initially thought it was a first down. And that will be a turnover on downs. Miami, based on where they have it spotted, that is going to be a first down Miami. There it is. Miami ball. They're saying it was a fumble. There was no fumble there. Pitt will settle for a field goal. You think. You thought so, Brandon. You thought. We can't even do that. They are going to show they'll check it again. The ACC, of course, the control room, the best control room in the world. They're going to go ahead and look at it. Thanks, 105 likes. Yeah, no, again, thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. I guess there was a fumble. So where is the ball? Yeah, I don't think he got there. That's going to be a turnover on downs for sure. Should have kicked the field goal. I don't know. The kicker really wasn't. I mean, he shanked one wide right earlier. Running a route short of the sticks on 4th down. Yep, it's classic. We need 3 yards, so let's go ahead and do a bubble screen or, screen in the backfield. Make him work for the 3 yards rather than trying to throw it 3 yards down the field. I find that so stupid. It's one of the worst things I've seen. Like 3rd and 10, we're going to check it down. in the flat and trying to have him go for 10 yards on the like, I don't know. That makes no sense. You just throw the ball 10 yards. You complete the pass, you already got the first down. Rather than you complete the pass and now the guy has to run for 10 yards. Rolling on the field is upheld. It's going to be Miami ball. Again, we kind of already knew that. ACC, I guess, trying to show themselves off. Or the ACC, yeah, I don't know what they're... I don't know. It is what it is. You're a Miami Heat fan, Dolphins, and, well, again, appreciate you. Again, the Dolphins, I've covered you guys 5 times, and I can tell you I will be covering you guys one more time for sure, as the Dolphins take on the Steelers in a few weeks on Monday Night Football. So maybe I see you back there, or back here for that one, Brandon, as it's 1st and 10. Beck is in the shotgun, ball at the 31. 2 receivers to each side as Beck takes the snap, and he hands it off up the middle on the Panthers defense. Showing up there, that's going to be a loss on the play. The Steelers defense. Panthers defender doing this. I love that. Again, you're down 24. No, sir. I love that. Yeah, there we go. What are you doing? Watching from Busch Gardens, Tampa. Go Canes. Appreciate you, Busch Gardens fan. Appreciate you for tuning in. And yeah, no, looks like Miami definitely going to win this one, as it's 2nd and 11, ball at the 30. Beck in the shotgun. He drops back, looking to his right, floats it down the right sideline. It is incomplete. And there's a late flag. There's a lot of pushing and shoving there, but again, to me, it looked like it was both ways. That is, if it's against Pitt, I don't know if I really like this, but it's probably going to be. Pass interference, defense. Yeah, again, both receiver and defender were pushing each other. I mean, yeah, that to me is a bad call. Again, for the most part, Pitt has shot themselves in the foot. I mean, I'm not going to get too mad about it. The game's pretty much over, but that is not a great call. 106 likes and counting in. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. So a brand new set of downs for the Hurricanes, 1st and 10 as Miami. They are at their own 45. Beck in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Beck sends a man in motion. He takes the snap, hands it up. No, it's an RPO. It's caught by Tony at the 45 and is able to get forward to the 49. Good stuff there by Beck, fooling me and the camera guy. As that is a gain of 4. We'll see if he did make the catch. Oh, wow, what a catch that. Oh, jeez. Tell you what, very impressed with Malachi Tony. Would be nice to see him in the black and gold in a few years, just saying. We're only here for you and Touchdown Turkey. Thank you, I appreciate that. 2nd and 6 at the 49 as Beck hands it off down the left side, cuts inside across the 50. The pile still moving, and he gets the first down. Hard-nosed running there, and again, that is a brand new set of downs for the Hurricanes. Most single-season receptions in Miami history. Restrepo with 85 2 years ago. Tony is at 81. Wow, that is very impressive. He could be the single-season reception leader by the end of the game, or, again, if they play another game, which they may at least have a bowl game at worst case scenario for them. So, yeah, that is the end of the third quarter. Miami 31, Pittsburgh 7. As me and Touchdown Turkey are just chilling and waiting for the conclusion of this one at this point. Pitt playing Miami and the refs. This guy, Trisk, okay, come on. Even as a Hurricanes fan, I can admit ACC refs are the worst. Yeah, no, they're pretty bad. Pretty bad. Again, I'm not going to really use the refs. Have they been bad today? Yes. But are they responsible for the 24-point gap in points? No, they're not. And, of course, again, Pitt was just atrocious there to start the third quarter on defense. Just letting, again, 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. Just stupid. Stupid. I hate that. Especially given the fact that you're down. Like, why? What are you doing? And, of course, if you're up, you got to know better. But there's really no excuse. It's just stupid. There's just no self-awareness. Anyway, Ohio State leading 24-9 over Michigan. Texas Tech 42, West Virginia nothing. Miami 31, Pitt 7. Of course, that's the game we're covering here. Louisville 27, Kentucky 0. Clemson leading 20-14 over South Carolina. Houston 24, Baylor 9. Kansas State 17, Colorado 14. Iowa State 20, Oklahoma State 10. I didn't realize Oklahoma State was 1-10. That is really terrible. Jeez. Toledo 14, Central Michigan 3. Let's see, BYU, they now lead at half, 17-14 over UCF. And that is pretty much it as far as the big games. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Politics, we'll get back to the playoffs. These refs can eat one. I don't know. We'll see. I will probably do like a special. So if you guys want to hang out for that one, whenever they do the committee rankings on Tuesday, I'll go ahead and go live for a little bit. We can all react together for that. So again, if you guys want to get the notification for that, again, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Again, if you're a sports fan, this is the channel for you folks. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. 10 more yards, and we will own the record. Oh, wow. One job, Pitt, we asked. Just keep it close. Sorry. Sorry. Can't do it, man. Couldn't do it. I apologize on behalf of the Panthers. They are pretty pathetic. So, yeah. I mean, Pittsburgh, they don't deserve it. Again, we kind of saw that versus Notre Dame getting blown out. But, now this is going to be interesting going forward. Now, again, with Miami, Pittsburgh got blown up by Notre Dame. Was it like 37-15? Let me check here. 37-15. So Miami 31-7. I mean, it could get very interesting going forward. I definitely will be watching on Tuesday night. And, of course, again, they still have to play the championship games, of course, this next Saturday. So it's not going to be official or anything like that. But that'll be, of course, next week. That'll be fun. But, yeah, no, it's been a disastrous game for the Pitt Panthers. And, of course, again, I got to go live in 45 minutes. Is this game going to end in 45 minutes? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Jeez. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh. Miami blowing out Pittsburgh. And of course, now, with the way this game has gone, it's going to get very interesting with Miami and Notre Dame going forward. Miami, better record against ranked opponents. Better win as far as best win. Of course, the losses are where Miami looks pretty bad. So we'll see how these last 15 minutes go, as Miami probably going to run up the score if they can. In the shotgun is Beck, and he hands it off up the middle. Stutter step, still moving the pile, and brought down around the 40. The effort there by Miami is just telling. And the lack of effort by Pittsburgh is also telling. So 2nd and 5 coming up for Miami. Pitt called a timeout to score in the last 5 seconds. Yep, should have been 37-9. That is correct. That is correct. 2nd and 5, Tony in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Tony is going to keep it up the middle, and he's only going to get a yard. So, yeah, no, if Pitt were to, eat into this lead, it would definitely help Notre Dame for sure. So 3rd and 4 for the Hurricanes. They need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs. Beck is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Now it's 2 to each side. Beck awaits the snap, drops back, looking to his right, floats it down the right sideline, and that is incomplete, just in front of Tony. That'll make it 4th down. I have to wonder again what they'll be they'll be doing here. It'll be about a 57-yard field goal in the cold. I don't know if they really do that, especially for college. Appreciate the live stream. Nice to listen to the game while working. Appreciate you, David, again, for tuning in. Appreciate you. I do appreciate the support. Again, you guys have been great. I really do appreciate that. And again, if you're a Pitt fan, of course, probably disgusted. But I guess that's the way it goes. You win some, you lose some. As there's going to be, I guess, a delay of game or something. So a delay game for Miami. Of course, the clock wasn't running anyway, so it doesn't help us out at all. That's great. Those of us that want the game to conclude, a.k.a. me. Penalties declined. Pittsburgh declined it. That's funny. All right, 4th and 4. Again, they will punt as here it is. High punt. Fair catch signal made. Not able to field it. And that's going to be down at the 1. Oh, man. What a punt. And great special teams coverage. And, of course, I know you guys are fans of commercials. So we got another one for you. Another commercial break. Look at that. Your guy, Carson Beck. Ty loves Carson Beck. I guess I can check out the scores again. We just came back from a commercial break, but I guess, again, ABC thought that was just too long ago. Ohio State, again, leading 24-9 over Michigan. Texas Tech blowing out West Virginia 48-0. Jeez. Louisville 27, Kentucky nothing. Clemson 20, South Carolina 14. Houston 24, Baylor 17. Kansas State 17, Colorado 14. Iowa State 20. Oklahoma State 13. East Carolina 42, FAU 3. Let's see here again. BYU leading 17-14 at the half, and that is pretty much it. Again, the other game I'm doing starts at 2:30, which I'm in the Central Time Zone. That's 40 more minutes. Well, tell you what though, I think this is on ABC. They'll probably delay the start of that one, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. I can't see how many passing yards he has. He has 187 yards. Beck is 17 for 22, 187, 2 touchdowns. So there you go. So, yeah, we're still in commercial break. Jeez, And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Again, you guys serve as my, again, I'm the play-by-play guy. And, of course, there's the color commentator. It was the ball currently. It's going to be Pittsburgh. They punted. Pittsburgh will have it at their own 1. Doing next game. I'm doing LSU and Oklahoma. Wanted to do Tennessee and Vanderbilt, but things didn't work out for that one. As another big streamer is going to be doing that game. So yeah, no, I can't compete with that guy. I can't compete with anybody really. But hopefully, when there's less competition, that's when I rely on people just to kind of find the channel, and hopefully I'm able to win them over. That's essentially the strategy. Thank you, new sub. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Ty. Appreciate you, man. We're still in commercial break. These guys love their commercials. Dancing with the Stars now. Now it's Christmas. Okay, holiday celebration. There we go. Yeah, my mom used to watch that show a lot whenever. That was, 20, no, maybe not 20 years ago, but yeah. I did not care. I had never cared for it. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will have it at their own 1. Again, the potential path for them. You got to win today, which that's probably going to happen. You can leave out the probably. And then, of course, they need some help in front of them. As Heitchel is in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Heitchel sends a man in motion. Drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle, fires it incomplete. Unable to connect with the tight end, Jake Overman. And now it's 2nd and 10. Again, Pitt just looks. They don't care. Cristobal telling his coaches to get back. He's like, what are you doing? Come on, we're here to lock in. We need to lock in here. Heinchel in the shotgun. He's looking to the sideline, looking for the play. As he takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left, fires over the middle. It's gone across the 5. He's at the 10 and brought down at the 11. That is a brand new set of downs for the Pitt Panthers. Gain of 10. Jake Overman's first catch of the day. Now they're going to move fast as Heinchel takes the snap and he hands it off up the middle. And he's going to get a few as he's brought down around the 15-yard line. That was Turner on the carry. Gain of 4. Turner with 37 yards on the day. Again, not really a great day for him. 10 carries, 37. Just under 4 yards a carry. As it's 2nd and 6. Ball at the 15. Heinchel, play action, drops back, steps up, fires to his right. It is incomplete. A lot of pushing and shoving there. And there is a flag. And yep, there it is. It's going to be defensive pass interference, most likely. Guess it wouldn't shock me if it was on Pittsburgh. Pass interference defense. And that is going to be a brand new set of downs for the Panthers. Got to take it somehow. Got to get a first down somehow, some way. Brown was just all over the guy. He was just holding his right hand. Can't do that. Can't do that at all. 1st and 10 at the 23. Heinchel in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Heinchel drops back, play action, looking, floats it down the left side. It is, oh, what an effort, but unable to hold on to it. Incomplete. Pass intended for Raphael Williams. Another incompletion, another stoppage of the clock. That's what I'm looking at, really. That's all I'm looking at. So 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Heinchel sending a man in motion as he drops back, looking to his left, fires to his right. It's caught over the middle. Oh, and he takes a whack over the middle at the 28. That's a gain of 5. Looks like they're going to hurry to the line here. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Heinchel in the shotgun. He drops back. He's looking. Dumps it off. It is caught at the 29 and tackled immediately. No real gain there. Maybe just a yard. Now it's going to be 4th and 4 coming up for the Panthers. And again, I know it's a 24-point game, but again, if you have any chance to win this game, and they're actually going to punt. Wow. Wow. Well, I mean, Pittsburgh waving the white flag pretty much. So Junko back to punt. As there's the snap, and here is the punt. And that is going to be fielded at the 34. And fair catch signal was apparently made. So the Miami Hurricanes will take over at their own 35 with 11:33 left to go. Again, they're waving the white flag. It is over. Go Canes, says Brendan. Yeah, no, again, the Canes are looking pretty good. Definitely much better than the Pitt Panthers. I put the turkey down for a sec. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out for this one. It is a blowout, but of course, again, we're going to be just finishing this game because that's what we do. They have to go for it. Yeah, no, I thought so too. Again, I know it's a 24-point game, but, you got to give yourself a chance and play to the end. But they clearly are just, they don't care. So, yeah, this is, I guess, a disappointing end for the Panthers. Of course, again, the Hurricanes will be 10-2. And, again, they'll be looking at results in front of them. So, that'll be interesting. And they need BYU. They need a lot of teams in front of them. The college football rankings, Actually, that's not the rankings. Let me go ahead and see here. So yeah, again, Miami, again, they need a lot of help. BYU, of course, they're struggling. But they are leading against UCF. Alabama, of course, if Auburn wins, that would be very interesting. Notre Dame, of course, they have Stanford, Oklahoma. If they lose, that would help. So very much interesting for the Hurricanes. Shows the game. Can't do it, buddy. Why would I ever do that? 305. I guess that's an area code, I guess. I have no idea. So where does that leave y'all with the... Oh, yeah, no. That's done. We're done. Pittsburgh is done. They will definitely just get a bowl. Which, I'll take the bowl. It's fine. Canes, yep, 305, I guess. Yeah, I'm assuming that's an area code. I have no idea. It's all about the U. I would say so. I guess, I don't know. Will the committee know about that? I don't know. That's the question. Does the committee agree? Do they care about the U? Do they care about the 305? I guess we'll find out in a few weeks. As again, we're still on commercial break. Miami, again, they'll have it at their own 35. So we're back in Pittsburgh again, 31-7, as we're all just awaiting the conclusion of this one. Again, just spamming 305. I have no idea what it means. Miami area code 305, I guess. 305 all day. All day. I mean, I don't know what that. I mean, I guess. I mean, I've never hated an area code, but you're making me. It's about to be the first time I might hate an area code. Seeing the numbers 305 here. 1st and 10 for the Miami. They're at the 35, not necessarily the 305. Showing the coverage there. Congrats, I guess, with all the cameramen. As Beck is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, trips to the left, one receiver to the right. As he sends a man in motion, Beck gets a touch pass to Tony. Tony down the right side, cuts inside. He's at the 40 and brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and that is a Miami Hurricane first down. Let the sports politics start. Yeah, it'll be very interesting. Again, I'll definitely go live for that Tuesday night selection because that'll tell us a lot. It won't tell us the entire field, but it'll tell us a lot. So 1st and 10 at the 46 as Beck is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Beck hands it off up the middle, and he's not going to get too much. Does lean forward and is brought down after a gain of 2. Makes it 2nd and 8 for the Hurricanes. Bottom of the map. I guess that's where, that is where Miami is. Yeah, I guess so. I'll agree they should rep the ACC unless SMU wins. Are you talking about Miami? Well, again, they can only really get in with an at-large bid. So that is very interesting. 2nd and 8, ball at the 48, sending a man in motion as Beck drops back. It's a bubble screen. It's caught. Tony at the 50. He's at the 45 and brought down around the 42. That is a Miami Hurricane first down. Another one. They have 23 first downs on the day. Pittsburgh with just 10. That is quite the difference as we're finally ticking under 10 minutes and counting. Miami, again, blowing out Pittsburgh. Looking for more. Again, I feel like they will try to run up the score if they can because, of course, the common game Notre Dame has with Pittsburgh. And, of course, that one, again, 37-15. This one, 31-7. As Beck floats it out in the flat. It's caught by Tony at the 40 and pushed out of bounds. Oh, he stays in bounds. What a play by Tony. Getting the extra yards. Gonna give him 8. Great stuff there. Tony, 13 catches. Let me go ahead and lower it there so you can see the stats. Very impressive. 13 catches, 126. That's the Miami freshman receiving record. Wow. He deserves it. Hands it off up the middle, and he's brought down around the 32-yard line. And that should be another Miami Hurricanes first down. Taking under 9 minutes to go in this one. Looks like they're just going to slow it down here again. They do want to, I imagine, again, the common game is a big deal, especially late in the season. Because that is essentially the argument for Notre Dame as well. Notre Dame's looked better as of late. Well, again, that game wasn't too far ago. So, again, Miami puts a more convincing win on the table, then, well, that argument is moot. It's a toss here to Tony. He's at the 30, staying on his feet, and knocked out of bounds at the 25. Tony is just a workhorse, fighting for those extra yards. Very impressive. We'll smoke Stanford tonight, and all be for nothing. Go Irish. Yeah, that'll be, again, I don't know if I cover that one. I have it made. I just don't know if I'll have the motor to go 4 games today. And, of course, that one could be a blowout. Of course, this one's a blowout. I like good games. Again, as you can see, I've kind of toned down the excitement because, again, it's a blowout and only so much I can do. I like back and forth. This has been a very disappointing game. 2nd and 2 as Beck hands it off up the middle as he crosses the 20, brought down at the 19. That is a gain of 5, and that is another Miami Hurricane first down. Thanks for broadcasting the game. I apologize for the other fans. It's all good. Please continue to do our games in the future. I'll see what I can do. Again, I plan on doing every playoff game. I'm going to try to do as many bowl games as possible. And I plan on doing the ACC Championship, of course, next week. So, yeah, I'll do what I can. As it's 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Trips to the right as he hands it off up the middle. And he is brought down at the line of scrimmage at the 19. Of course, again, I'm sure most of you guys already know that, of course, YouTube, they of course, will show the game illegally, and it is what it is. Again, I don't blame you guys for watching it. The only reason I'm really doing this is because they don't do that as much anymore. They've kind of banned the streams, and so that does help me out calling the game. So that's really what I'll do. Again, next year I'll play it year by year. I don't know if they'll return to that or not. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes going forward. 2nd and 10 at the 19 as back play action. Pump fakes, fires. It's intercepted. And he's dropped at the 15. So Pittsburgh will have the ball once more. Back his first interception since SMU. I better not see Pitt celebrate this on the sideline again. They're pretty tame for the most part. That's good. I better not see them slam the football in the net. I would lose my mind on stream. I don't know if they're going to bump Miami ahead of Notre Dame for doing the same thing Notre Dame did to Pitt. Yeah, again, it's going to be interesting. I would assume that it's going to be pretty hard for Miami to drop or to leap in front of Notre Dame, who again is 3 spots ahead. It's going to be tough. Would you trade your first round pick for Kyler Murray? No, I would not. Do you know what happens if Virginia loses the game tonight, what the ACC would look like? So that's assuming SMU would win. SMU would get a spot. And then, of course, Pitt drops. They'll be behind Miami. And Georgia Tech, I want to say. Is Georgia Tech? Or no, it's Duke. Is it Duke? Duke in front of them. Give me a sec. Yeah, believe it or not, Duke. Now, Duke is unranked. They actually, if Duke were to win the ACC Championship, they would probably not make, they would actually be a Power 14 that doesn't make the, no, it is Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. Okay, so Georgia Tech. So I want to say Miami. Yeah, Miami I don't think can get in at all. They can't get in the ACC Championship. I'm not too sure. But I'm thinking that it would be SMU if SMU wins, and then Georgia Tech. Let me go and show you here. I'm sorry. I just realized you guys can't see what I'm seeing. So there you go. Again, Pittsburgh will drop. They'll be 6-2. Miami will be 6-2. But I'm assuming Georgia Tech will still be above Miami. And yeah, I don't know. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That would be an interesting chaos scenario there. That would be very interesting. I guess we'll find out together, man. That'll be interesting, John. I think both Miami and Notre Dame should be in, but I don't know if there's going to be enough room. I completely agree. I think both teams are worthy to go in. Just, again, with the way the committee's set up, I don't know. Are you going to cover Jackson Dart dropping the Patriots Monday night? I will definitely cover the game. I don't know if that happens, but I will cover the game. I think it could be a closer game because, again, historically, at least the last 20 or so years, that's been a competitive game regardless of how the teams are. But yes, I will be doing Monday Night Football. I just have yet to make the thumbnail, but I'll do it, I'm sure, sometime tomorrow night or something, or Monday morning, regardless. But yeah, I'll be doing that. Again, folks, if you're a football fan, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This is a football channel. Of course, again, I do baseball during the summer and spring and all that because, of course, there's no football there. But yeah, if you're a sports fan, you are definitely going to subscribe to the channel. As Heitchel drops back, he's moving to his right. Throws, it is incomplete. Pass intended for somebody. Regardless, it is out of bounds. You must be brain dead. Miami has a better record than Georgia Tech. They jumped them. Well, you must be brain dead as well, considering that conference record has nothing to do with the overall record. So Island Boy Den is brain dead. Thank you again for exposing yourself on Dr. Delay. 2nd and 10. Heitchel is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Heitchel, play action, drops back. He's looking, dumps it off. It is caught. He's at the 20 and brought down around the 24. A little shimmy shake there by Cook, making it 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. Kevin Jennings has been a monster. I don't see SMU losing. Yeah, I don't see him losing either. SMU is really good. 3rd and 1. Heitchel drops back, fires. It's caught in the flat. He's crossing the 25, brought down around the 27. And that is a gain of 3. And that is another Pitt Panthers first down. I've never been more embarrassed for a team. Pittsburgh will likely cry after this game. I mean, I don't think Pittsburgh's going to cry. It's just disappointing. Heitchel drops back, looking, fires. It is incomplete. He had Lee open over the middle, unable to connect on that one. And now it's 2nd and 10. That's what you call a slay by Dr. Delay. Yeah, slay, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I should say casuals are welcome here. That's, of course, again, I don't mind, but again, just calling me brain dead and then not even knowing what you're talking about. That's pretty nice. Again, I don't know what you have, buddy, but you have it. 2nd and 10, ball at the 27. Heitchel in the shotgun as he hands it off up the middle, crossing the 28, still moving the pile. It looks like he's going to be brought down around the 30, as that is a gain of 3. That'll make it 3rd and 7. Corey Heatherman, the defensive coordinator for Miami, a pretty good game today as he's had Pittsburgh in shambles, really. They have had nothing doing. So 3rd and 7 at the 30. They need to get to the 37 for a brand new set of downs. Heitchel in the shotgun, sending a man in motion as Heitchel drops back, way back, fires it over the middle. It is caught at the 31. He's dropped immediately. That's just, again, a gain of a yard. And Pittsburgh facing a 4th and 6, so you have to assume they'll punt because they punted the other day. Just leaving the stadium. All the Pitt fans are leaving. As a Miami fan, it's satisfying. Oh, I bet it is. Again, appreciate you for stopping in, Mr. Cedric Peterson. Congratulations again on Miami winning. Good stuff. You guys definitely deserved it. I mean, you can't say that. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, you guys just simply outplayed Pittsburgh and more. As there is the punt. And that's going to be fielded at the 35. Fair catch signal, I guess, was made. I never get to see it, apparently. I don't know what that... I don't know what he has, but he has it for sure. Miami had 3 possible ways to make the ACC title game, but some varying results, but I don't know them all right now. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. I just, again, I'm just saying that overall record has anything to do with conference record. Unfortunately, that is just not how it works for you. But yeah, no, there's many ways. They just, again, need a lot of help. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. I didn't make the rules. Don't get mad at me. I'm just letting you know what reality is. As it's 1st and 10 for Miami, Beck is in the shotgun. Beck takes a snap, cuts inside, crossing the 35. And still moving the pile, but they're going to whistle it dead, so just a yard. They're actually going to give him 2. Good spot there. Brought down at the 37. Ohio State will beat Michigan this year. Yeah, I haven't checked on the scores in a good bit. I'll have to check on that. So 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for the Hurricanes. Beck is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. It's going to be a touch pass. Cuts inside of the 35. He's at the 40, bouncing outside of the 45 and brought down close to the 50-yard line. Overall record is a tiebreaker, is it? I didn't know that. If that's the case, well, then I guess so. That is news to me. That is shocking if true. So brand new set of downs for the Hurricanes as it's going to be 1st and 10. Again, they're just looking, I guess, to run out the clock. Pittsburgh not going to take their timeouts, as they should not. Again, they punted with 11 minutes to go. So if they call a timeout here, that'd be pretty disgusting. As Beck is in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Beck hands it off up the middle, crossing the 50-yard line. And the pile still moving. And it's going to be whistled dead around the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 5. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Miami leading 31-7. Miami cruising to a 10-2 finish. And again, they'll be looking at other games later today. Of course, again, Notre Dame's in front of them. They'll be playing Stanford, BYU. They're currently playing Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Pathetics. Yeah. Sounds about right. All right, let's see what we have. We have Ohio State leading 27-9 over Michigan. Texas Tech 49. West Virginia nothing. Louisville 41. Kentucky nothing. Clemson 28. South Carolina 14. Houston 31. Baylor 24. East Carolina 42. FAU 3. Miami of Ohio 45. Ball State 17. BYU now cruising over UCF, 31 unanswered as they lead 31-14 over UCF. Let's see here. Boston College and Syracuse underway. It's 0-0 in that one. And that is pretty much it as far as what's happening across the nation. 8-4, shut the door. Yep. I want to say hello to my daughter who's watching your stream. Okay. Okay. All right. Miami gets conservative. Surprised. Emory Williams, is it in? Yeah, I don't know. I thought they'd try to run up the score, but apparently not. Apparently not. It is, but that's if all the other tiebreakers are exhausted with possibly 5 teams with the same record in conference. It won't make it to the overall record or rank. Gotcha. Yeah, again, a lot of other things happening, I'm sure. Common games and, who you beat out of, the best. I don't know. There's just so many stuff that can be had. A conference is too big. Miami is 1-2 versus the top 10 of the ACC. Well, there you go. I don't know. Again, we'll see how it works. I'm just a broadcaster, guys. I'm just a broadcaster. Can offer my opinion every now and then. Of course, again, you offer yours, I'll offer mine. That's how it works. Again, 2-minute warning. Miami, again, looking like a 10-2 finish is all but certain. They'll move to 6-2 in the ACC. And, of course, again, I'll be calling another game after this, folks. I'll be doing LSU and Oklahoma. And, again, that one can be very important to Miami fans. So LSU pulls the upset, which I think is very doable. That would help out Miami for sure. And, of course, again, I'll be doing Virginia and Virginia Tech tonight. That's another big one for the ACC. So feel free again to subscribe. And again, tomorrow I'll be doing some more NFL. Some of the NFL. I'll be doing the Titans and the Jaguars and the Steelers and the Bills tomorrow. And of course, on Monday, we got the Patriots and the Giants. Just got to make the thumbnail, but trust me, it will be made. And I will hopefully see you guys there for that one. As this commercial break is just going on for ages. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh. A lot of empty yellow seats. I guess they're clearing it out for the game tomorrow. Again, Buffalo at Pittsburgh here at this stadium. So Pittsburgh, I'm sure the field will not be great. Love your feed. Amazing for when driving. Gotcha. Again, appreciate it. Appreciate it, Berg. Pittsburgh will finish 8-5, losing their final 2 games of the season. Yeah, they probably will lose their bowl game. All right, 2nd and 5 for Miami as they are, again, just looking to finish this one out. Ball at the Pittsburgh 47. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, bouncing it outside, breaking a tackle, but unable to get much as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Timeout. If this is Pitt, unbelievable. Narduzzi, you're a loser. You're a loser. You're punting with 10 minutes to go, and now you're wanting to take a timeout. That is stupid. That is stupid, and we are just wasting everybody's time. Narduzzi, you're a loser. I hope you get fired. Get fired. Unbelievable. Thanks for the game. You're welcome. I can't believe it. What an idiot. I think it's proof that he doesn't know what he's doing. It's proof that he doesn't know what he's doing if he's calling a timeout like this, and again, not going for it earlier. Punting 10 minutes ago, giving up a possession again. Pretty much saying you give up. Now you're just calling timeout for what? Unbelievable. Stupid. Just stupid. Clueless. Ohio State 27, Michigan 9. Wow. Yeah, that did not go how Michigan thought. Buffalo 37, Pittsburgh 23. I hope not. Oh, geez, that would be horrible. 3rd and 5 at the 47. They need to get to the 42. Beck is in the shotgun. As Beck takes the snap, drops back, looking, fires to his right. It is caught at the 40. And then it's going to be a first down for Miami. If I'm crystal ball, I'm telling off Narduzzi whenever you shake hands. I have no problem with that. What an idiot. Steelers versus Bills. What's the Bills O-line like at this point? I don't know. Thanks for what you do. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, man, Marquise. That's what he did. Yeah, he did do that, but he was also going for it as well. Or later. I don't know what he's just being dumb. This game's still going on. Yeah, sadly. So 1st and 10 as Beck is in the shotgun. Now Miami, I don't know, they might try to score here. As Beck, no, they're not going to. They're going to hand it off up the middle, crossing the 35 and brought down at the 33. That is a gain of 7. Bills lost both tackles. Well, I hope we take advantage. Wrong year to fire a coach. You can come get Norvell from FSU if you want him. I'm good. I don't know. I don't understand what that's all about. That was just dumb. It always seems like Pittsburgh loses in the games that they need to win. 2nd and 3, ball at the 33. Beck is in the shotgun. He drops back. Play action. Firing towards the end zone. It is... Oh, what a catch! Unbelievable catch! Daniels with a great, amazing catch. Touchdown, Miami Hurricanes. The touchdown turkey loves touchdowns, folks. That was amazing. Unbelievable. Great coverage by the defender. That's just an unbelievable catch. And now things have gotten really interesting. Wow, again, because Notre Dame, they won. Again, it was 37-15. Of course, Pittsburgh scored in garbage time to go for 2 and get it. It was 37-7 pretty much. Wow. That is interesting. And you have to wonder if Narduzzi didn't call timeout. Like, what's happening? There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. So Notre Dame, again, you can point all your frustration to Coach Narduzzi. Doesn't know what he's doing. I remember when it was almost 10-10. Yep. UCLA, USC, Battle of Los Angeles. Oh, wow. That should be a good one. Maybe. I don't know if it will be a good one, but it's just a nice historical game. Now Panthers can try to score. Yeah, they can try all they want. They've been trying for the last 59 minutes of game time. So 38-7, Miami scoring again, most likely as a response to that timeout. I genuinely believe that. That was just, what is Pitt doing? I mean, that is just dumb. So, yeah, we're just going to, again, waiting 41 seconds until this game is concluded. Again, it'll be a hard out, and then I will be back in very little time doing the LSU and Oklahoma game. And make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks, if you enjoyed any of the broadcast today. Again, it's more of a traditional radio-style broadcast. That is what I do on this channel, play-by-play, as that's going to be fair count in the end zone for a touchback. Steelers should run the ball. Bills can't stop the run, but we know the Steelers, yep, we'll try to throw it 40 or 50 times. Watch it happen. Miami has some great receivers. Yep, Tony is a lock for National Freshman of the Year. He's great, man. Tony, I'm very impressed with him. He is very good. I would love to have him in a few years play for the Steelers, man. Hopefully the Steelers can get him if he continues to evolve. He is very impressive. 1st and 10 at the 25. Heinchel in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Heinchel sending a man in motion. He drops back. Play action looking. Fires. It is intercepted. Intercepted at the 43. The receiver slipped as Beck waddles his way to a victory. 38-7. Miami blows out Pitt. This was definitely a disgusting game. Tony for Heisman, yeah, he's great. Tony can play backup quarterback. Oh, no, he's awesome. He can do it all. So that is how it's going to end here in Pittsburgh. An interception. That makes sense. 10 wins for the second consecutive season. That's the first time since joining the ACC. I did not know that. Well, congrats to the Miami fans. As Beck is under center, again, going to take a knee. And that will do it. 38-7 is your final score. Miami 10-2, Pittsburgh falls 8-4, and they will be unranked. And good riddance to them, getting our team out of there, of the rankings. Who's Miami targeting next? I don't know. Maybe lost all the receivers last year. They're all new. Yeah, they're pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you for the broadcast. Thank you again. Appreciate you, Old Cat 87, for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Again, I got to go. I got to get ready for the next stream. I will catch you guys in the next one. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you've been listening to. Again, I'm going to be covering LSU and Oklahoma pretty much right now. So let me go ahead and actually set that up. I will see you in the next one. Y'all take care. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you had a great and happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you around. Peace.